From Viking Hall in Bristol, we bid you a very pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball. Double dip here tonight at Viking Hall this afternoon. We'll carry into tonight. Lady Cyclones about to go with round two at Tennessee High. First time was a barn burner, a overtime victory for the Lady Cyclones at our place. And so today they'll put it right back out here on the line. Again, 4-1 in the league. They come in at 2-2 to the Lady Vikings. Big matchup here. Of course, we know that ultimately everybody will convene to Sullivan East for the district tournament coming up at the end of the month. So this is a big ball game for both our guys and certainly our ladies here. JV girls lost. Our JV boys just got beat 75-36. And now we turn our attentions to the varsity. Audio only, obviously. Good evening. And I keep saying good evening, good afternoon. Wherever you may be, as the late Rush Limbaugh said, cross the fruited plain. We say thank you for being with us. It's Cyclone Basketball, brought to you pregame by the good folks from Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. And so Cyclones and Tennessee High, last time out, it was a dandy. And it was a dandy to the tune of a shootout between our girls and their girls. We'll talk about it coming up after this break. Get you ready for Cyclone Basketball on the road. We're at Viking Hall, Tennessee High. Right back after this from our great pregame sponsor, the great folks from Phil's Dream Pit.
Really easy way to feed a family or a bunch of people. We start them off at 4. Dream pack for 4 runs $32.99, gives you a pound of meat. You can do pulled pork or pulled chicken, either one at that price. 3 sides, it's a pint each, so it's a 4-ounce serving of meat, 4-ounce serving of 3 different sides. Gives you a really good meal that'll fill you up. It's not something that you eat and you're hungry later, an hour later. I'm going to include your buns, your barbecue sauce. Instead of picking up a pizza, come by here, pick up a Dream Pack. Your family will thank you. And if you need it for more people, the breakdown on it's $8.25 a person. 12 people, for instance, is $99. You'll see that advertising out from us in a lot of different places. Feed 12 people for $99. That gives you 2 pounds of meat, a quart and a half of each side. Still gives you the bun, still the barbecue sauce. Really, really popular. I had a group at Eastman just order a 16 for Wednesday. So you call us ahead. We can do as many people as you want. We do 100 people, 200 people. We'll put those in pans for you, or as few as 4. So in even numbers, however many you want, $8.25 a person. You can't beat it.
Cannot beat it, folks. Again, here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. The phone number is 349-6437. Hours are open
11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday. We take Sunday and Monday off, but we're here the rest of the week.
Social media
on Facebook. Maybe Instagram later if one of my kids shows me how to use it, but right now it's on Facebook. That's where people watch you, so we'll figure they've got it here.
And the website is?
Website is philsdreampit.com.
You got it.
I see a familiar face here. Looks like he's ready to talk to you.
He is. That's our buddy Jeff.
Going to talk some NASCAR, I'm betting.
That's our buddy Brian Pipkin, the owner of Phil's Dream Pit, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores. Why should we trade any time of the year at the Jeweler's Bench?
Well, because you get customer service. We're there to help and with anything you need. You get personal service. Anytime that you need to talk to the jeweler, he's there to talk. And we treat you like family.
Yep. You're not just another person coming in. You actually take interest in these people.
We do.
Yep.
We do. And it means a lot.
Absolutely. And you're typically open 6 days a week.
Yes.
And so 7 days you're closed to be the Lord's Day. So how do we find you on Facebook?
So we're Jeweler's Bench on Facebook and Instagram. And then we have a website, jewelersbenchtn.com.
And the magic phone number, just to call them,
is 423-542-5600.
Call them anytime. They're there and you'll get a live body.
Yep.
Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the great folks at the Jeweler's Bench in Elizabethton. Back at Viking Hall Tuesday night, back home against Unicoi County Blue Devils. One of our 2 final home games. They're both next week. Unicoi County Tuesday night, Westridge, the Wolves come in on Friday night, both non-conference games. So let's go back to the first meeting again at John Treadway Gymnasium. The Cyclones, again, tied at 71 after regulation, went into OT and outscored them 16-10 to win at 87-81. Scoring on that night, Riley May with 26, Addison Bunn 24, and Jameer Smalls 23 for the Lady Cyclones. And for Tennessee High in a losing cause, they had 3 in double digits. Addie Wilhoit 37 on that night. Jenna Latham with 12, Delaney Lincolns with 12. So you had some folks putting up some points. We come in at 13-8 and 4-1. They come in at 2-2 and 17-8 on the season. But again, first time out, it was a dandy. You look across the conference, 2 of the leading scorers are here today. You've got Addison Bunn averaging 22 for us. Addie Wilhoit averaging 19 for them. You've got Jameer Smalls averaging a double-double, 12 points, 10 boards a game. Also, you have Riley May averaging 10 points a game for the Lady Cyclones. For Tennessee High, again, Wilhoit's 19 a game. And that's where they are as far as double digits. Now, some of the other categories, the free throw shooting category in the area, the number 1 free throw shooters here, Addie Wilhoit shooting 91% from the stripe. For the Lady Cyclones, you have Adrian Heading 5th in the league, 5th in the region rather, 83% of the stripe. Addison Bunn with 83%. Reagan May, 74%. And Sydney Minton shooting 74% from the stripe. So we go to the free throw line. We're very proficient. But again, the number 1 in the entire area in the statistics provided by the John City Press would be Addie Wilhoit at 91%. But again, we come in with point productions, Riley May averaging 10, Addison Bunn 22, and Jameer Smalls 12 points and 10 boards a game for the Lady Cyclones. The rosters look like this for your Lady Cyclones. Lila Harden, Sydney Minton. No sense give you numbers you can't see. We'll be back on camera on Tuesday night at home. Hello, Coach Jenkins. How you doing, sir? Hello, Junior Campbell. Lila Harden, Sydney Minton, Adrian Heading, Riley May, Madison Barnett, Reagan May, Addison Bunn, Aubrey Zabos, and Street Close still hurt. She won't go today. Elodie Neal, Ava Rogers, and Jameer Smalls is our roster. Again, at 4-1 of the league and 13-8 overall. Our only loss on the season has been to the Daniel Boone Trailblazers. We'll see them on the 16th at Boone in the makeup game. Tennessee High, 2-2 in the league, 17-8 overall. Addie Wilhoit, Carly Warwick, Addie Moore, Taylor Carmody, Jenna Latham, Delaney Linkus, Katie Granger, Molly Poe, Anayli Cardoso, and Nyla Prophet make up the roster for the Tennessee High Lady Vikings. A minute 19 before we get this party started. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Right after this, from one of our great sponsors, the great folks from Chick-fil-A. You're listening to Elizabethton Lady Cyclone Basketball. Tip-off and starting lineups coming up next.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher. Our butchers offer special orders.
Upper Lakes Conference Basketball. Varsity girls to start. Before we get to starting lineups, we are going to have the national anthem sung here by Coach Charlie Tiller. Everybody, please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
for the visiting Cyclones from Elizabethton High School. A 5'9" junior, number 5, Adrian Henning. A 5'5" junior, number 11, Riley May. A 5'6" junior, number 15, Reagan May. A 5'9" sophomore, number 20, Addison Bunn. And a 6'2" senior, number 55, Vera Smalls. Head coach of the Cyclones is Luke Sanders, assisted by Mason Andrews, Jordan Smith, and Alex Ingram. And now the starting lineup for your Tennessee High Lady Vikings. A 5'7" junior guard, number 10, Addie Lloyd. A 5'2" junior guard, number 12, Addie Moore. A 5'7" sophomore wing, number 22, Jenna Latham. A 5'7" junior wing, number 23, Delaney Linus. And a 5'7" senior wing, number 25, Katie Granger. Head coach for the Lady Vikings, Savannah Nix, assisted by Charlie Tillman. Angie Rowan.
So there you go. There's your starters ready to bring it to you here. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be. Ready to bring you Cyclone basketball. Game 1 of a double dip. Guys to follow. Lady Cyclones traveling orange, black numerals trimmed out white. Cyclones in script across the front. Tennessee High in all white. Maroon numerals with Vikings and maroon across the front. Their school colors, maroon and white. Our school colors proudly orange and black. Tapped up. Here we go. We got the tap. Here we go. Jameer wins it. We get right to left to get it started. Down to the right corner. They open up in a lady for lady defense. We beat them in overtime at our place. Up top, Adrian for double C3. Not there. Rims out. Pulled down to the rebound by Tennessee High. That would be Katie Granger. Right side of the floor. Driving right baseline. Puts up a 14-foot jump shot. Got it. Counted. First basket, Jenna Latham. She had 12 against us down there. So, Cyclones basketball, right side three-pointer, got it. Bunn. Addison Bunn for a double C3. We take a 3-2 early lead at the 7:22 mark. Down to the left corner. Cross the paint with the right-hand dribble. Back up top goes to Wilhoit. Wilhoit driving left to block, puts up the floater off the glass. Good. Addie with the left hand. Wilhoit with 37 the first time out. We got to neutralize that tonight for sure. Right side, Riley May up top to Reagan. They stand a lady for lady defense. Tries to go down low to Bunn. Stolen away. Ball picked and stolen by Addie Moore. Moore right of the block. Driving. Puts up the floater. Partially blocked by Riley May. Picked up a heading. Adrian into the front court with the left-hand dribble after the steal. Heading leaves it between the circles. May. Left side Bunn. Double C3. Not there. Backside board. Rebound Smalls. Jamira puts it up. Rims out of the putback right of the block from 4 feet out. Rimmed out on a rebounded Tennessee High. Moore to Wilhoit. Wilhoit left side, driving with the left hand. Left of the block, pulls up, jump shot off the glass, rims out from 12 on the bank shot. Small rebounds it. Up the right side of the court goes to Bunn. Bunn into the front court. Addison to the cutting Reagan May right of the block. Reagan backs her way in, nothing. Up top, Smalls. Double C3, top of the key, rims out. Went down, kicked around in the cylinder to the top spin and came out. Back up the floor. Basketball will go left side on the dribble drive, puts it up, misses the shot. Down low. On the runner, Tennessee High. Loose ball. Who's got it? Adrian heading down on the floor. Kicks it up to Bunn. Bunn with it. The missed shot was taken by Jenna Latham. 4-3 Vikings early. Left side driving Reagan May. Picks up the dribble. Left to the block down on the baseline to Bunn. Tried to kick in the left corner. Intercepted. Got in between passer and receiver. That's Addie Moore. Goes out of bounds. We'll keep it. Hi. Hi, Eddie Campbell. Hi, London Taylor. Are you staying here? Where are we going? Good. I'm glad you said hello. Up top, Addison Bunn, left side, Reagan May. May left baseline on the dribble drive. Reagan puts it up. Bank shot. Good. Reagan May split the defenders on the dribble drive, left the block, banked it from 3 feet on the bank shot left side of the bucket. We take the lead back 5-4, 5:35 to go in the period. Right side basketball, Will Hoyt on the arc. She'll go up top side to Linkus. Linkus will go to Moore. We stand a lady for lady defense. We're up 1 first quarter. Up top to Granger. Granger with the right-hand dribble, the right side of the floor, goes to Will Hoyt. Will Hoyt comes around the screen, fights through the screen, jacks a three, and not there this time. Rebound, Mitten's on the floor now, and Sydney Bunny giving Smalls a breather, got the rebound. Sydney into the front court. Right side to May. May driving, down the paint, Riley shot not there. Bank shot couldn't go for it. Rebound to Will Hoyt. Will Hoyt's got the ball up the floor, right hand, left hand, crossover dribble, top of the key. Right hand dribble, right of the block, puts up the shot, good. Addie Will Hoyt's got 4, and they lead it by 1, 6-5, 4:52 mark in the period. Right side, Mitten on the floater, rim falls off the rim of the bank shot. Rebound Will Hoyt, lit on the basket so far. Will Hoyt will bring it up on the trot with the right hand dribble, left right into the front court at Viking Hall. Will Hoyt goes with the left hand now between the circles. She'll work to the right side of the floor, picked up again by Riley May. A lady for lady defense. Will Hoyt with the left-hand dribble, top of the key. Left of the block, kicks down to the left corner. She'll go to Linkus. Linkus kicks it back up top to Moore between the circles. We're down 1, 4:22 to go in the period. Driving left side, Addie Moore. Back to Will Hoyt. Foul line jump shot, got it. Will Hoyt's got 6. They lead it by 3, 8-5 here, their biggest lead of the ball game. Adrian heading up top to Bunn. Addison looking for help between the rings, goes down inside, puts up the shot, blocked. Reagan May put it up, is blocked by Linkus and comes out of the with a Tennessee eye. Will Hoyt's got it. Left side driving, backs her way and left the block, picks up the dribble. Kicks it deep in the right corner. Addie Moore for a 3 for Tennessee High, got it. And Addie Moore buries a 3, and Tennessee High jumps out to an 11-5 first quarter lead, and timeout Lady Cyclones. Back after this, you're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone basketball.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabettoncoc.org.
Lid on the basket so far of the Lady Cyclones. Possession, Betsy will go right to left here at Viking Hall. Down by 6, first quarter, 3:45 mark. Right side of the floor, it'll be Riley May with the basketball with the right-hand dribble. Trap looking for help, goes up top side, Smalls is back in. Backdoor left side to Bunn, up and under, shot missed, hit the bottom of the rim. Out of there with it will be Latham, down the floor to Moore. Moore, right baseline, back to Latham. Latham to Granger, top of the key for a 3, not there. Loose ball in the paint, picked up Will Hoyt up and in. Came off on the carom right to Will Hoyt. She's got 8 here in the period, averaging 19 on the game, coming in per game. We're down 8, 13-5 first quarter. Left side, Riley May. Goes up top to Bunn. Bunn down to the corner. Minton for a double C3. Got it. Sydney Minton drops the 3 ball out of the left corner. So it makes it a 13-8 ball game. 2:58 to go in the period. Moore right side of the floor, right-hand dribble. Down to the right corner. She'll go up top. Granger across the paint right to left. Kicks left side, Linkus. The lefty shoots it. Not there. Rebound down low, Latham. Latham battling with heading. She won the battle. She'll give it off to Moore. Tennessee High keeps it. Swings it down the left corner. Shot taken there. Air ball by Granger. Pulled down Adrian heading baseline right. Here we go. Right side of the floor. She'll bring it into the front court with the right-hand dribble. Adrian heading right side. She'll go to Bunn. And is knocked out of bounds by Granger. Will keep it in front of the Viking bench. 13-8 Tennessee High. Back in goes Reagan May replacing Heading. Clock, 2:31 to go in the period. First quarter action from Viking Hall. Boys game to follow here. Dr. J will join us in the second game. Inbounding in front of the Tennessee High bench to Smalls from Bunn. Right back to Bunn on the give and go. Left side May. May for a 3. Got it. Riley May for a 3. Our third 3 of the period. Pulls us within 2 at 13-11. 16 to 11, 1:57 to go. 12 made that basket. That would be Addie Moore. So it's a 3-ball for her. Shot this time taken and missed. Out of the with it, Sydney Minton. Here we go, right to left. Down 5, 1:43 to go in the period. Minton kicks the left side to May, stalled away, and up the floor. It's knocked out of bounds. With the basketball, Carly Warwick on the floor now. For Tennessee High, let's set the lineups. You got Minton, May, Smalls, Bunn, and Heading for the Lady Cyclones. Down 5. For Tennessee High, Wilhoit, Moore. 21 is Carmody. Also, you have Latham, and your 5th one on the floor right now. Shot taken, not there by Moore. 5th one is Warwick. Missed shot, rebound Heading. Adrian up the floor. Heading right to left. Heading driving left to block. She gets inside, kicks it back left side to Bunn for a 3. Not there, hit the lip of the ring. Came right off to Minton. Minton lost the handle and came off straight off the lip of the rim to her at the foul line. Went down to pick it up and got bumped into and fouled by Carmody. That's her first. Cyclones keep it. Minton off the floor. Back in is Riley May. We're down 5 with 1:11 to go in the period. Boys game coming up next. First quarter action. Up top, Riley May. Double C 3. Not there. Rims out. Rebounded Addie Moore, Tennessee High. Moore up the floor. Moore into the front court. Addie Moore looks for help. Goes up top to Wilhoit. Wilhoit driving right to the block. Wilhoit down low. Knock loose. Pick up Riley May. Ray push it down the floor. May driving. May puts up the floater. Good. And a foul. May goes on the dribble drive right to the block. Got contact and scores, and a chance for Lady Cyclone 3-point play. Fouls on Warwick, so May with a chance for a 3-point play. She's got 5 points here. 16-13, 52 to go in the period. Riley May has the mark, rims out on the free throw. Rebound Wilhoit. Tennessee High works it left to right here in the opening stanza. Hello, Tammy Cole. Hello to George Young. Thank you all for listening. Cyclone basketball on the road at Viking Hall against Tennessee High. Possession with it up top, Wilhoit. Around a screen set by Carmody. Wilhoit fights through, and so does May. She'll shoot one left side, rims out. Good defense, but Riley May to Reagan May to get to that screen and fight through it. Shot missed, picked up Smalls, kicks it to Heading. Heading right side to Reagan. Reagan drives the baseline. Back to Riley May for a 3. Good! Riley May for a 3. And the Cyclones have fought back to tie it up. We trailed by 8, 13-5. We've tied it up 16. Little orange and black comeback. 12 seconds to go in the period. Carmody up top, guarded by Smalls. She'll go to Warwick, top of the key. 6 seconds to go in the period. To Moore. Moore crossover dribble. Driving left to block, throws one up, not there, and draws the foul. She faked right, went left with a dribble drive, went an up and under, underhand layup. Fouls on Jamira Smalls. Jamira got her first, and a free throw opportunity for Addie Moore with the clock stop. She has 6 points and a couple of threes here. 16-16 tie. Moore shot. Yep. Ping ponged around and went in for her. They take the lead 17-16. One more shot for Addie Moore with 2.2 to go in the clock here at Viking Hall. One more shot for Addie Moore. She'll bend her knees. Right-hander drops it through the net. They're up 2 with 2 seconds to go. Cyclones will launch one far short of the bucket. We played one. Half-court shot didn't go. We played one. Tennessee High leads 18-16. You're listening to Elizabethton, Lady Cyclone basketball. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. We start the second period, 18-16 Tennessee High. We outscored them 11-5 after being down 13-5 to tie it up. They get the final 2 points of the period, and it's 18-16 Lady Vikings, they'll get to possession to start the second stanza right here in front of us. Second 8 minutes, here we go. Warwick inbounds into Moore. Moore, Carmody, Linkus, and Granger on the floor for Tennessee I. We're down 2. Heading, May, Bunn, and Minton for the Lady Cyclones. Right of the block, Carmody back up top to Moore. Moore in the arc, fakes left, goes right, drives. Moore puts up a shot, rims out. Got her own rebound, puts it up, not there, and a foul on Sydney Minton. Thank you. Lucas Honeycutt does it all. He just had to move McCarr. McCarr's in the fire lane. I didn't know that. Huh. He'll join us at halftime. So, right in the middle of the broadcast, Bristol Police said, "Can you move your car, sir?" I said, "Well, no, not really. I'm in the middle of calling the game." And Coach Honeycutt did it for me. Thank you, sir. First shot missed by Moore. She has 8. Wilhoit has 8. For Tennessee I, for the Lady Cyclones, Riley May's got 8 to lead us. Second shot, Moore, got it. She's got 9. They lead by 3, 19-16. They're on a 3-0 run for the home team. May, double C3, Reagan, got it. Way downtown. About 2 feet beyond the 3-point, I should say the top of the key, and drops in a 3 ball, brought to you by Double C Western Supply. Granger, right wing. Left-hand dribble, cross the paint, right to left, picks up the dribble, left to block, goes up top to Moore. Moore guarded by Minton. Tie game again, our second tie of the ball game. At 19 at the 7:13 mark to halftime. Warwick with it up top, crossover dribble right to the block, goes up, puts up the shot, not there. Great defense by May. Reagan blocked the shot, got a piece of it, and got the rebound. She'll go all the way. May to the foul line, leaves it behind her to Riley. Shot, not there. Rebound, Bunn under the basket, puts it up, and went in and out on the stick back. Oh, she was wide open, rimmed out on her. Picked up Linkus. Linkus will go to Moore. Moore for a 3 for Tennessee High, not there. Boxed out, great box out by the Lady Cyclones by Riley May, and she boxed it out. The ball came off and hit her in the kneecap and caromed out of bounds in front of the Cyclone bench on the perfect box out. Just had a funky bounce coming off the rim, hit her in the kneecap, went out of bounds. It goes back to the Tennessee I Vikings. Granger, Wilhoit's back on the floor. She has 8. She'll go to the left side, backs her way in. Wilhoit puts up the shot, counted, and a foul. Addie Wilhoit will go to the line for a chance for a Viking 3-point play. Fouls on Reagan May. That's her first team foul, number 2. Chance for Wilhoit 3-point play. She's got 10, averaging 19. Had 37 in Elizabethton. Shot is good for Addie Wilhoit. Her daddy's here. Her daddy, of course, going through some cancer treatment. Andy's here watching his daughter today, which is awesome. What a battler. Driving Reagan May, puts up the shot, hits under the backboard. There's a reason for that. Hit the bottom of the backboard. She got fouled on the dribble drive. Left of the block. Fouls on Katie Granger. That's her first. Free throw opportunities now for Reagan May. Clock, 6:27 on halftime. We trail by 3. May's first shot is up and rims out for Reagan. Reagan had 10 in Elizabethton against him. She has 5 points in the ball game so far. Reagan May gets one more shot here. Lady Cyclones eye the mark and missed them both. Rebound, Wilhoit. Up the floor, left side of the floor, left-hand dribble. Into the front court, left to right, they work at this half. Up top of the right-hand dribble. Wilhoit, crossover dribble, right side on the arc, leaves it to Warwick. Carly Warwick will back it out between the circles. She'll work against the Lady for Lady defense of Riley May, down low to Latham. Latham guarded by Heading in the corner, can't get the shot right side. Back to Wilhoit, she'll reset the play. 22-19, Tennessee I, 6 minutes till halftime. Linkus, Wilhoit for a 3, not there this time. Rebound, Smalls will clear it. She'll kick it up to Heading. A into the front court, right to left, working right-hand dribble, right side of the floor. 3-point shot, Riley May, air ball. Down low, it's Wilhoit, left baseline. She'll bring it out of there, up the floor in traffic. Wilhoit with the right-hand dribble, top of the key, right side to Linkus. Linkus for a 3, bank shot. Delaney Linkus, the second 3 of the ball game for Tennessee. Puts them out by 6. 25-19 first half here. 5:29 to go. Smalls right side to Bunn. Bunn puts up the shot, not there. Rebounded Reagan May. Stick back left side of the bucket, not there. Loose ball, another shot missed inside. Out of there with is Warwick. Warwick to Wilhoit. Wilhoit left side of the floor, Linkus. Linkus for a three, this time on the right side of the floor, not there. Heading and Granger battling for it on the floor. He stepped out of bounds, will get the basketball. Granger and Heading were battling for the right baseline. Granger actually won the battle, but her right foot stepped on the baseline strike. We get the ball back. Heading, May, Smalls, May, and Bunn for Elizabethton. For Tennessee High, you have Moore, Wilhoit, Latham, Linkus, and Granger. Cyclones, right side of the floor, May. May looking inside Jameer. Jameer's yet to score. Take that off the board. Got her first bucket. Had 22 at our, 23 at our place. Gets her first two right here. We've cut it to 4. Out of the corner, shot taken. Not there on a 3-ball, Granger. Down low, Moore and May will collide with Addie Moore and gets picked up for the loose ball foul. Looks like it's going to be on Riley May. That's her first foul. Team foul number 3 on Elizabethton. Free throws will go up side court possession. I'm sorry, baseline right possession. Moore down to the corner to Wilhoit. Falling out of bounds. Stewart staved it into Moore. Moore down to the corner to Linkus. Linkus the basketball. Linkus up top. She'll go to Moore. 25-21 Tennessee High. 4:35 to halftime. Moore, Wilhoit. Wilhoit guarded by Riley May. Goes right side to Linkus. Linkus feeds it inside to Granger. Granger with the left hand. Off balance shot. Misses badly. Rebound Smalls. Kicks it up for to Bunn. Bunn to the front court. Addison, left side of the floor driving. Bunn puts up a floater in the paint. Not there. Little in the basket. Linkus up the floor to Wilhoit. Wilhoit to Moore. Moore driving right side of the floor. Puts it up. Blows the layup. Great defense that because of that by Reagan May. Made her miss an easy layup. Smalls got the board. Gives it to Reagan. May to Riley. May with a left to the arc. Picks up the dribble. Looks for help. They stand a lady for lady defense. Up top Heading. Heading right hand dribble to the foul line. Leaves it up top to Bunn for a double C3. Not there. Lip of the rim. Rebound. Granger's got it. Granger will give it off to Addie Moore for Tennessee High. They lead by 4 at the 3:45 mark to go in the half. Right side, Granger. Granger looking inside, nothing. Up top, Latham. Latham, left side, Moore. Moore with the basketball. Moore will work it up top to Linkus. Linkus right side to Latham. Latham inside to Addie Moore. Good defense by Elizabeth and can't let him get a shot off. As I say that, Wilhoit pops one to the foul line, not there. Bounces around in the paint. Who's going to get it? Comes out of the with it. Riley May comes up. Good hustle, Riley May. And she'll kick it up to Bunn. And Bunn, Ray bounced it up the side court to Bunn, but it skipped out of bounds to the top spin, goes out of bounds in front of the Cyclone bench, and they'll get the ball back. So Heading will come off the floor, and back in will go Sydney Minton. 25-21 Tennessee High, 3:21 to go to half. Side court inbound Latham down to the corner to Wilhoit. Wilhoit a pop a three from there, not there, comes out hard in the paint, picked up by Riley May. Riley, good solid first half for number 11, right side to Minton. Bunny with the basketball. Up top, Smalls. Smalls looks inside, nothing. Smalls goes down low, tried to feed it this time to Bunn in traffic, stolen away. Bunn, and looks like Linkus. Linkus is called for the foul on the reach. She bounced it down to the right baseline to Bunn. Bunn got in traffic, and traffic being represented by Linkus. Linkus fouled her. That's her first on the reach. Team foul number 2 on Tennessee High. We're down 4, 3:03 to go to a half. Inside to Bunn. Bunn puts it up, not there. Right baseline inbound. Addison came down right of the block, got the inbounds pass in traffic, got fouled by 23 Delaney Linkus. That's her second. Back-to-back fouls on Linkus. Free throws by Bunn. Bunn averaging 22 and had 24 at our plays against him. That's her 4th point of the ball game. 25-22. Tennessee High. 3:02 to go to halftime. One more toss and got it. She's got 5. We've cut it to 2. 3-minute mark. 25-23 Tennessee High. 2:57 to go in the first half. Moore with the right side of the board driving. Cut off a Minton. Good defense. Back up top to Wilhoit. Guarded by Reagan May. She'll go around a screen. Wilhoit driving. Cut off. Good defense. Whips it deep down to the right corner to Addie Moore for a 3. Air ball. Left baseline to it. Right to Jameer Smalls. Missed it everything. Jameer's got it. Kicks up right side of the floor to May. Reagan right side of the floor. Inside to Bunn. Bunn puts it up. Not there. Couldn't get the ball for it. Little the basket for the Cyclones here in the first half. Latham's got the rebound. Right side Wilhoit. Addie driving. Backs away into the right wing. Puts up the runner. Got it. Wilhoit puts it back out by 4. Wilhoit with 13 here in the first half. 2:12 to go. We're down 4. Right side 3 ball. Not there. Down low. Minton battling for it. Can't come up with the ball. Out of there with it will be Latham. Down the floor. Bounce pass leading down the floor to the intended receiver. That would be Jenna Latham, and threw it right past her. Latham looked at her and said, that's my fault. Didn't catch up with the ball. It goes out of bounds. We get the ball back. 2:01 to go to halftime. We trail 27-23. We'll work it right to left here. The final 1:55 to go in the half. Basketball up top is Riley May. May will bounce it right side to Reagan May. They're in a lady for Lady D. On the arc right side of the floor. Up top side to Smalls. Jameer ball over her head. Goes left side Bunn. Bunn pulls the string for a 3. Got it! Addison Bunn. Quick trigger. Got us the 3 ball. We pull within 1 now. Bunn's got 8. 27-26. 1:33 to go to halftime. Right side Wilhoit on the arc. Addy with it. Addy to the foul line. Wilhoit goes up with the left hand. Shot not there. Great defense. May out of it with Smalls. Smalls will kick it up to Minton. We're down by 1. 1:19 to go to halftime. Left corner to Riley May. May runs the baseline. Puts up the floater. No, but she draws the foul. Good defense. Triggered the offense. Got it down to the left corner. Drove the baseline with the dribble drive and draws a foul on Taylor. I'll check that. Addie Moore picks up the foul. Her first. Free throws by Riley May. We're down 1. She shoots 2. First shot is up. Tie game. Riley with 9. Our third tie of the ball game at 27. Clock 1:14 to halftime. Trying to take our first lead of the ball game here. Let's see if we can do it. Riley May bends the knees, eyes the mark with the pink shoes. Got it. First lead of the ball game, Cyclones. 28-27. We're scrapping it, folks. Should be proud of us up here. Ain't pretty, but we're hanging. And we're playing well, playing great defense. 28-27 Cyclones by 1. 1 minute to go to halftime. Wilhoit with it up top. We beat them in overtime with our plays. Wilhoit right side of the floor. Throws up a shot. Not there. Rebounded. Picked up. It's going to be Warwick. Warwick puts it up. Rims out. Rebound. Smalls got the board. Jameer will kick it out. Owning the glass right now. Jameer up the floor to May. May left side to Heading, who's back in. Back to May for a 3. Not there. Who's going to get it? It's tracked down by Tennessee High. And they'll bring it up the floor. And now Warwick and Bunn. She had kicked it up the floor to get it to Warwick, and Bunn saw a chance to get that steal and ran into her. So foul's going to be on Addison Bunn, her first, trying to get that loose basketball. Clock 37 seconds till halftime. We're up 1, 28-27. Reagan May back in. It's going to be Reagan May, Bunn, Minton, Heading, Smalls for the Cyclones. 37 seconds to the break. We lead by 1. Possession, Warwick. Carly Warwick into the front court. She'll work it with the right-hand dribble. Lady Cyclones by 1 with 25 to go to halftime. Up top side, nothing. Left side, Warwick. Warwick, penetration, down the paint, puts up the shot, got it. Warwick got screened off up top, got a pretty good-looking layup. 10 seconds to go, they're up 1. Reagan May. May will be fouled on the hook, and they'll call it on number 14. That'll be Nyla Prophet's check-in. That's their first. Free throws for Reagan May. Reagan's been there, has missed 2. She gets 2 more. 29-28, Tennessee High, 6 seconds to the break. Reagan May trying to tie it up for the 4th time of the ball game. Can she? She does. 29-29 tie now. At 16-19-27 and now 29-29. One more shot, Reagan May, to give us the lead with 6 seconds to go to the break. Reagan eyes the mark, bends the knees, the right-hander's toss, got it. Cyclones regain the lead by 1 with 6 seconds to go to halftime. Possession, Prophet. Prophet for Tennessee High. 3 seconds. 2 seconds will not get the shot off. Warwick just slings one. It's halftime. Cyclones go into the break with a lead. We've been down by as much as 8 here in the first half. What a gut check by your Lady Cyclones. 30-29 Cyclones. Gut check for the Lady Cyclones, down at one point by 8. We lead it by 1 to the break. We'll be right back. Halftime brought to you by Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. You're listening to Elizabethton Lady Cyclone Basketball.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. Now, I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue. And that is always the buzz. And if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3, we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days, there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building believers by the book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
Halftime, Lady Cyclones lead at 30-29. We trailed at one point 13-5. We've got 4 ties in the game, most recently 29, and May broke it to lead us at halftime, 30-29. Scoring for Elizabeth in the break, you've got 10 from Riley May. You have 7 to break from Reagan May. Addison Bunn has 5. Sydney Mitten has 3, and Jameer Smalls had 23 at our place, has 2 right now. And yet we're up by 1. I like my chances. Tennessee I. Will Hoyt has 13 to lead everybody at the break. 9 from Addie Moore. 3 points at break from Delaney Linkus. 2 from Jenna Latham and 2 from Carly Warwick for the Tennessee I. Vikings. We're joined by our boys coach, head coach Lucas Honeycutt. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Doing good. Yourself?
Yes, sir. Thank you. First off, thank you for moving my car. So I get a tap on the shoulder. I thought it was you, and he was a nice guy. A Bristol policeman said, you got to move your vehicle because I parked where I can unload my stuff. I'm in the middle of the broadcast, and my buddy took care of me. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
We'd have to put you on the bus if not.
So I said, where's my car? He said, well, you got a little bit of a hike, but it's in the parking lot. I said, okay, that's all right. So thank you again publicly. Love this guy. All right. Last time we played these guys, the only time we played them was at our place. Recap the game for us. How'd it go for us?
Well, I thought we, both teams got out to a pretty good start. It was kind of neck and neck for a little while. Third quarter, they kind of, jumped out to a pretty good lead against us. I thought we did a really good job of coming back and, fighting, got it back to around 4 or so, and we just couldn't get over the hump. Just finished up. It was just, 2 good teams battling it out and trying to figure each other out. So should be another good one tonight. Absolutely.
You go back and look at that score sheet. For us, you had Hudson Pate with 14. You had Evan Chambers with 18. Whitehead had an off night, had only 5. Bailey had 22. So one of our big guns who normally is gunning it wasn't that night, Justin Whitehead, but that's the way it is. Sure. For them, the guy that kind of threw us a curveball, we knew Miller was going to get his. He had 11. We knew Howard would probably get his. He had 26, but Russell Blevins, out of nowhere, came up with a big 18 points. That was a big difference, wasn't it?
Yeah, he had played well in the games before, and we kind of knew he was capable. But, he hit some shots that were tough shots there, especially early in the game. And, when you hit shots early in the game, it just kind of makes you feel different the rest of the way. So I think he fed off that confidence, and he played really well. And I saw him play pretty good in some of these other games, too. So he'll be somebody that we have to pay attention to and make sure we get a hand up.
Halftime, Lady Cyclones lead it here 30-29. For those who don't play the game, you're used to John Treadwell. You come up here and the backdrop, the depth perception. I know when you go to a big arena like this place, which is not your normal high school gym, is that problematic for our guys to learn how to shoot up here?
It is for everybody. You'll watch, the pool kid, number one there. I think he shoots it better over here. So you might see some from him tonight. That's something we got to watch. I think, their kids even, I think some of their kids shoot better in our gym than they shoot here. And we've seen that. And, I talked to Coach McMeans. He said, I think we need to switch home venues. I said, I don't know about that. So we're pretty partial. But, it is depth perception and, just getting used to it. But it's all about trusting your shot. And, if you don't let that get to you, you just got to shoot the basketball, and it all works out.
Next week, home Unicoi County Tuesday, Westridge home Friday, both non-conference. The final 2 games, one of those is senior night. And then we'll go on the road to make those games up at Boone and Crockett before the tournament. So this is big up here today, no question. What's the keys for us to come up here and split the regular season with the Vikings?
It's kind of like the battle for first place. Who's going to stay in the driver's seat? And either one of us kind of can control our destiny with the win tonight. So that's what it's about, and you want to do that to try to put yourself in a good spot in the tournament. Obviously, if you can finish, one in the conference, you get a bye, which I think it's a huge advantage, especially with the way this weather gets backed up. You never know. We might be playing some conference games just, kind of in that same week. So, you might have some, tired people, and having fresh legs might make the difference. So, this is big, and I, talked to our guys about the opportunity we have in front of us yesterday. Just said, don't take it for granted. It's a big opportunity. It doesn't mean that we have to do anything special. We got to go out here and do the things we talk about all the time. We got to, control the boards. Biggest thing, just compete. If we compete and we do the little things, I think we'll be fine.
Our league record is what?
We are 4-1. 4-1, yes, sir.
And they are
3-1.
3-1.
They've not played the second half of the conference. They had to bye, so they're coming off a bigger break than us too, just based on how that schedule worked.
And their loss was at Crockett, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Crockett. Yeah. Yep.
Pioneers got him.
Yep.
Let's see. Talk to you after the game. Let's go get them. Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.
Thanks for moving my car.
Yep. Thanks.
See, it's the little things, folks. Behind the scenes, you just don't know. Love that guy. Appreciate what he does. Here's what I like about Lucas Honeycutt. Way beyond the wins and losses. Saw a picture of him sledding around with these kids the other day. That's what it's all about. It's all about relationships, in my humble opinion. And so we appreciate Lucas Honeycutt very much. Quick break. We'll get ready for the second half. Cyclones lead it at halftime, 30-29. Your halftime sponsor. Oh, can't wait till some preaching tomorrow. He'll shuck the corn like he always does. Our pastor, Mark Fowler at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church, halftime sponsor of Cyclone Sports. We lead to the break, 30-29.
This is Pastor Fowler of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family and want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Therapy Services, great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Why Physical Therapy Services? A lot of folks out there that do what you do. Why PTS?
Nobody does it the way that we do it. There are other people out there that say that they are, and I want to air quote, sports PTs. There's no one out there that is truly a sports physical therapy clinic. We've been in business since 1980, and we continue to be in business after people have been bought and sold, folded. The reason why we continue to stay in business is twofold. Number one, we're a little crazy, which is fun. But number two, and the most important thing, is we always take care of the patient first. You take care of the patient first. This is what my dad always taught me. You take care of the patient first, everything else will fall into place.
Locations? Where do you have locations?
1975 West Elk Avenue. That's where my clinic is, where I work primarily. And then we have a pediatric location as well at the Medical Care Building at 1500 West Elk Avenue.
Physical Therapy Services. Last question real quick. What's the phone number?
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We start the second half. Cyclones lead at 30-29. Here we go. Thanks for being with us here. Cyclone basketball boys game coming up next. Betsy will take it the second half. We'll go left to right. Inside, Heading. Heading puts it up and scores. Fed it inside, and Adrian gets the basket. That's her first bucket of the ball game. Cyclones by 3. 32-29, third quarter at Viking Hall. Boys coming up next. Will Hoyt, right side of the floor, 13 in the first half. Goes around a screen set by Granger. Down the paint with the left hand, picks up the drill, falls to the floor, kicks in the corner to Addie Moore. Moore runs the baseline, blocked by Smalls. She put up a running layup, and Jameer blocked it right into the hands of Addison Bunn. Bunn's got it left to right. Backdoor look to Reagan May. Double team, puts up the shot, not there. Went back and got it. Put it back up, blocked by Will Hoyt, and she comes out of there with it. On that second putback, she blocked it, and Addie Will Hoyt has the basketball into the front court with a left-hand dribble. Pushes away in, and a walking call. She stopped, drug her pivot foot, and walked on the defense by Reagan May. So a walking call on Will Hoyt. It goes back to the Cyclones. Let's set the second half lineup. It's May, Smalls, Bunn, and Heading, your starters. Tennessee High, Granger, Moore, Will Hoyt, Linkus, and Latham. Cyclones by 3, third quarter, 7:07 mark. Heading inside to Reagan May to the wing, left side, in the paint. Puts up the head fake, puts up the floater, rims out. Went down in the cylinder, kicked out with a top spin. Linkus down the left side of the floor with Moore. Moore to the left wing, crossover drill, puts up the runner, up and in. Addie Moore's been their spark plug in the ball game. Moore's got 11. Will Hoyt's got 13. We lead by 1, third quarter, 32-31. Possession, Riley May up top to Bunn. Addison Bunn, right side to Heading. Heading with the basketball. Adrian fakes, left goes right on the dribble drive, puts it up, not there. Right there is Smalls, good. Smalls on the stick back. Jameer's got her 4th point of the ball game. 34-31 Cyclones, 6:23 to go to the third. Right side, Latham. Latham for Tennessee High, the right-hand dribble, driving down in the corner. Kicks it back to Linkus. Linkus right wing, top side Moore. Left side, Will Hoyt on the arc for a 3. Got it. Addie Will Hoyt drains the 3, her first 3 of the ball game. She's got 16. We're tied at 34 for tie number 5 of the ball game. 34-34 tie. 6-minute mark, third quarter. Heading right side, Riley May. Inside, posting up Smalls. Jamira down inside, puts it up, not there. They'll call a walking call. Jamira had 23 at our place. She has 4 here. Average is 12. So Jamira's got some work to do in the scoring column. We're tied at 34, 5:52 to go in the third. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be. Cyclone basketball on the road at Viking Hall. Back home Tuesday night against Unicoi County. Non-conference game. Up top, Granger. Granger left the block, driving, puts it up and under, shot up and in. Rolled in for, hit the lip of the rim and snuck on in for Katie Granger. It's their first basket of the ball game, and they retake the lead in a seesaw affair here. 36-34 third quarter at the 5:25 mark. Our cheerleaders are here. Thanks, our great cheerleaders who just came back from a very successful run down in Florida. The competition down to the right corner. Riley May goes right to left, cross the paint, puts up the shot, and a whistle and a foul as May came across the paint, right to left, and gets caught on the arm by, I want to say Linkus. Let's see. It's going to be on Katie Granger, her second. Free throws, Riley May. May's been there 3 times, made 2. She has 10 points in the game. First shot up and in. She's got 11. We are 7 for 9 with the free throw line of the ball game. She'll get one more shot. Riley May, 36-35. Vikings trying to tie it up again. Can she? Does she? She does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tie of the ball game now. We're knotted at 36. May's got 12. Hello, Kylie McGee. How you doing? At Johnson City Medical Center. Thank you, Kylie McGee. Love her and old Scooter. They're dandies. Down low. Fed it to Linkus. Right of the block. It's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Adrian Heading. It's her first. Team foul number 1 of the second half. Tie ball game, third quarter. Baseline right, inbounding at Will Hoyt. Will Hoyt looks for help. Goes down low to Latham. Latham left the block, puts up a follow-away shot. Jump ball. Great job of Heading, and they'll keep it. Adrian blocked that slicker and catgut, and they'll keep the basketball. Baseline right. So alternating possession. Jump ball goes Vikings. Baseline right. Will Hoyt goes up top to Granger. Granger will go to Lincoln's left side of the floor. Nearly stolen by Bunn. Lincoln has got it. She'll go down to the corner. She'll go to Latham. Latham feeds it to Granger. Threw it at her foot. Goes out of bounds. Nope, saved. No, it did not. Threw it at her foot. Ricocheted off her foot out of bounds. It'll be Cyclone basketball, I think. Let's see. Nope, they said it was last touch by us trying to get the loose ball in the corner by Reagan May, so they'll keep it. Baseline left, deep in the left corner baseline. Inbounded to Granger, up top to Moore. Tie game, third quarter, 4:42 mark. Left side, Wilhoit on the arc. Addie working against Reagan May. They're going to clear it out and see what she's going to do with it offensively. She'll go over the left-hand dribble to the left wing. Tries to put up a shot, blocked by May, but a foul drawn. She did a head fake, then spun around and tried to put up a half of a jump shot, if you will, for lack of a better term. Got fouled by Riley May. That's her second. Free throws now by Addie Wilhoit to break the tie, and does. She's the number one free throw shooter in the area at 91%. She has 17 points in the ball game. She breaks the tie at the 4:31 mark. 37-36. Hello, Hal Woods. How you doing, sir? One more shot, Wilhoit. Right-hander bends the knee. Shot is up and in front of the rim, back to the rim. Goes in with the top spin. Wilhoit with 18. Cyclones down 2. Third quarter, 4:25. Back and forth we've been. Up top, Smalls between the circles. Minton's back on the floor. Smalls will go to Reagan May. May right of the block, driving, puts up the floater, blocked by Granger. Ball's out of bounds, and we'll keep it. On the dribble drive, right of the block, Reagan May blocked cleanly by Katie Granger. Came down with the ball, her foot on the left foot on the baseline. We'll keep it. Out of bounds, Tennessee High, Cyclone basketball. Inside to Smalls, Jamira threw it to her and lost the basketball. Picked up Moore. Moore goes to Latham. Latham fouled in front of us. Madison Bunn, the loose ball foul. That's her second. She's got 2, and Riley May's got 2 in the foul department. Third quarter, 4:10 to go. 4:10 mark, third quarter, 38-36, Tennessee High. Baseball fundraiser banquet the other night. Between $30,000 and $35,000 we raised. Is that not incredible? What a community, Elizabethton. Wilhoit, left side behind the screen, lets the 3 go and got it. Wilhoit's got 21. They're out by 5 again, 41-36 on a 5-0 run. Right side, Reagan May. May inside to Smalls. Jamira under the basket, tries to put it up, knocked out of her hand, stalled away Linkus. Linkus will come out of there with it. She'll go to Moore. Moore right side to Wilhoit. Wilhoit feeds it down low to Latham, right baseline, knocked loose, stalled away Jamira. Jamira stripped it out of her hand and picks it up, kicks it up the floor. She'll bring it into Minton. Bunny into the front court, left side of the fast break to May, puts it up, missed the layup. Reagan's got it back up and draws a foul. Right side Minton bounces it left side to the cutting May. May missed the shot but went back and got it on the layup and is fouled on that second chance. Foul's going to be on Jenna Latham. Her first. Clock stop. We're down 5, third quarter. Shooting, Reagan May. Shot is up and good. May had 10 at our place. May's got 8 here. Second time through, we beat them in overtime at our place. 87-81. We're down 4, third quarter, 3:27 mark. One more shot. May got it. Reagan May's got 9. The right-hander drops it to the twine. She'll come off the floor and get a breather. Back in is Bunn. Bunn, May, Minton, Smalls, and Heading for the Lady Cyclones. Tennessee High counters with Moore, Wilhoit, Linkus, Warwick's on the floor, and Granger. Up top, Warwick. Warwick with the basketball. Crossover dribble to the foul line. Now goes down the paint, throws one off-balance shot, and Minton fouled her. She missed that one way nothing but backboard, but Sydney whacked her on the arm as she drove left the block as Sydney draws the foul, and Warwick get a break and go to the free throw line. Hello to Sandy Shell. Hello, lady. How you doing? That was good peeps. Her and Jason. Shot is up and in by Warwick. Warwick's first point of the ball game, 42-38, 3:12 to go in the period. One more shot, Tennessee High by 4. Warwick, second shot, got it. First 2 points, actually 4th points of the ball game. She had a bucket back in the first half. Cyclones down 5, 43-38. Third quarter, we were tied at 36. They've been on a run here, the home team. Heading, left side Bunn, inside to Smalls, puts up the shot, misses the layup, got her own rebound, puts it back up, misses another shot inside. Jamir's having a tough day today. Rebounded Riley May, puts it up, and a jump ball. She had it tied up by Granger. Will keep the basketball in alternating possession. So Jamir's got a lid on the basket. She has 4 points, had 23 at our place against them. Inside to Reagan May, puts up the shot, Riley inbounded it to her. Reagan put it up and stumbled and threw it up and hit the bottom of the rim. They've got the basketball. It's Wilhoit, right side of the floor driving. Wilhoit in the paint. Wilhoit puts up the shot, counted foul. Wilhoit with a chance for a three-point play. She's got 23. Foul's going to be on the third for Riley May, trying to slow her down. So 23 points for Wilhoit. She had 37 in our place. They're up 7. Their biggest lead of the ball game. Check that. They were up 8. Now they're up 8. 24 for Wilhoit. They're up 8, matching their biggest lead at 13-5. It's 46-38 Tennessee High. Third quarter, 2:37 mark. Minton for a double C3. Got it. Sydney Minton drops the three ball deep on the left side. It's her second three-pointer. Points 46-41. We just keep scrapping. Moore with it up top. Moore with it between the circles, dribbling east to west, goes up top to Wilhoit right beside her. She's up top of the key now, between the circles, backs it back out. 2:15 in the third, we're down 5. Wilhoit working on Reagan May, right wing jump shot, and that one won't go. Rebound Smalls. Jameer's double-digit rebound, but points not there right now. Right side May. Reagan looking for somebody to throw it to. May will go to Smalls up top. Jamira looks right back to May on the give and go in the paint. Puts up the shot. Good. Reagan May. May's got 11. We've cut it to 3 again, 46-43. Nobody's going to pull away in this one. It's going to be right down to the wire. Moore with it up top. We're in the third quarter, down 3. Left side, Addie Moore with the left-hand dribble gives to Warwick. Carly Warwick up top. Foul line, right of the block. Can't get the shot. Good defense, Adrian Heading. Back up top to Wilhoit. Wilhoit guarded by Reagan May with 1:28 to go in the third. We trail 46-43. Wilhoit will give it off to Moore up top. Moore between the circles. Right-hand dribble, picks it up, goes left side Granger. Granger feeds down low to Linkus. Linkus left the block, back in the corner for Granger for a 3. Not there. Backside board, Adrian Heading. Heading comes out of the with it. Adrian will come up the floor, a whistle, and a timeout by the Lady Cyclones. Heading got the board, got tied up in double-team traffic, and Lucas Andrews says timeout on the floor. Third quarter, we're down 3. We'll be right back. You're listening to Elizabethton Lady Cyclone Basketball.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Third quarter action, we're down 3, a minute to go in the third. Cyclone possession up top, Bunn. Bunn's been quieter in the game. Right side Heading. Heading will into the paint to May, down low to Smalls. Nice ball movement, not there, but Jamira gets the foul. Good ball movement. Bunn to May at the foul line. Whipped it right baseline on the air pass to Jamira, who went up and draws the foul. Foul on Latham, her second. Jamira to the free throw line to shoot. The clock stopped here. First shot, Jamir is up and in by Jamir. Pretty soft touch for the big lady. 46-44, two-time state shot put champion. 46-44, Cyclones down 2, 54 to go in the third. One more shot by Jamira Smalls. In will come number 21, Taylor Carmody for the Lady Vikings. She and Lincolns on the floor on the block defensively. Smalls' second shot, in and out. Down low, rebounded by Linkus. Right side of the floor to Latham. 48 to go in the period. We're down 2, third quarter. Latham with it up top. She'll go left side to Moore. Moore between the circles. Brings it up top with the right-hand dribble. She'll work against Minton's Lady for Lady D. Boys game next. Right side, Latham. Latham, guarded by May. May reached out and nearly knocked it loose out of her hand. She'll pick it back up. Good defense by Reagan May. In the corner, Smalls guarding Carmody up top to Moore. Moore right of the block, 25 to go in the period. She'll back it back out. Cyclones by 2. Good defense, Elizabethton. Driving Moore down to the corner, can't get the shot. To Latham. Latham goes down, puts up a shot, not there yet, but rolled in for it. It stopped and kind of rolled on in for. Got a break. They're up 4, 10 seconds to go in the period. 48-44. Tennessee I, 6 seconds. May will launch a 3, counts if it goes. It's an air ball. Trying to save a mitten. It goes out of bounds, 2 seconds to go. It'll be Tennessee I basketball with 2 to play in the period. Latham to inbound it. 48-44, Tennessee High. Latham down the right side to Moore. Minton got a hand on it over the shoulder. She went down the right side of the floor in a lob pass, and Sidney got a hand on it, smacked it out of bounds. Took 0.6 of a second off the clock. 1.4 to go now. Inbounding from the Cyclone bench, Latham. Latham will go to Lincoln, stolen away Bunn. Bunn launches it, won't go. Third quarter's in the books. We played 3. We're down 4. 48-44 Tennessee High. You're listening to Elizabethton Lady Cyclone basketball.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Steins with a special song. Take it away, Axel.
The Eagle Center is right downtown. The second block is where we're found. We have crocs and clocks and a lot of things. Tools and glass and shiny rings. Coins and books and mirrors too. All these things just waiting for you. Beautiful furniture and much, much more. You gotta come visit our store.
We start the fourth down 4. Cyclones defending. More of the left side of the floor, guarded by May. 48-44 Tennessee High, fourth quarter. Up top to Latham. Latham will give off to Moore. Moore down the paint. Moore throws up one off-balance shot, falling out of bounds. Off her hand, picked up Bunn. Great defense by Reagan May. Down the floor to Reagan. Reagan driving, puts up the shot. Good. Reagan May, great fast break, Elizabethton. May's got 13. We've cut it to 2. 48-46, fourth quarter. Cyclones defending. Will Hoy getting ready to check back in here for Tennessee Ice. He's got 24. More with it up top. We've cut it to 2. Right side to Carly Warwick. Warwick feeds it down low to Linkus. Linkus kicks it back up top to Garmody. Down to the corner to Moore. Moore for Tennessee I. Drives the baseline. Puts up a shot good. Addie Moore with a 13-point game for Moore, the southpaw. 50-46 Tennessee I. 7 to play here. Still anybody's ball game. It's been a seesaw the entire ball game. Left side of the arc, inside the Smalls, posting up. Jameer puts up the shot, counted, and a foul. And Smalls gets a basket, a chance for an Elizabethton three-point play. Carmody, they're calling it Carmody. My apology, I've been saying it wrong. So Smalls will get a chance for a three-point play. Shot is up and not there. Jameer's got 9 points, 2-point lead. Tennessee I, fourth quarter. Carmody up top to Linkus. Linkus guarded by Bunn. Bunn's been quiet here in the ball game. Averaging 22. Addison Bunn with 5 in the ball game. All in the first half. Will Hoy puts up the shot, muscles it up and in. Right side of the bucket. She's got 26. 52-48. Tennessee I by 4, fourth quarter. Up top, Bunn. Bunn left side to Riley May. Down low to Smalls. Smalls double team. Jameer looking for help. And now a jump ball that goes Cyclone basketball. Jameer put it down her right hip. She got double down left of the block, and so they tied her up, and we keep the basketball. Baseline left. On the alternating possession, Reagan May inbounds it to Riley May. Jump shot, foul line, shot, an air ball. Out of bounds, it'll be Tennessee I basketball. 52-48, Tennessee I, 6:14 to play. Yeah, so Addison Bunn, probably the storyline of this game, averaging 22, had 24 against them down there. Bunn's, Addison's got 5 points in the ball game. Check that, she has 8 points in the game. Didn't count that other three she had. Up top, Latham, but still way under average. Up top, Carmody, three-point shot, not there. Rebounded, Cyclones out of there with it. Here comes Heading. Adrian into the front court. Left side to May. Bunn out of the corner for a three. Left it short. Down low, Linkus has got it. Linkus will bring it up and give it to Wilhoit. Wilhoit up the floor, middle of the floor. She'll go right side to Moore. Moore down in the corner to Latham. Latham driving. Latham back in the corner to Carmody. Shot out of the corner, got it. Carmody with the basket. It's a two, gives them a 6-point lead again. 5:23 to play, 54-48. Inside to Smalls. Jameer double down and a offensive foul on Smalls. Jameer got it, trying to go up with it, and Carmody that time stood her ground, and Jameer gets whistled for her second foul of the ball game. She had posted up right of the block, did a spin move in the right baseline, and she was there, and they said she ran over, and it's a player control foul on Jameer Smalls. She'll come off the floor and get a breather. In will come Minton. So Lucas Andrews sticking with a six-man, or in this case, six-lady rotation. Latham right side of the floor to Linkus. Feeds it down low to Carmody. Puts up the shot and in. Carmody's got 4 here in the period, and they've extended the lead to 8 again. 56-48, matching their biggest lead. Clock at 4:55 to play. Minton with it up top to Heading. Heading will go to Riley May. Riley May in the paint. Puts up the runner. Good. From the left wing, cross the paint, went down with a dribble drive. Riley puts it up and in. She's got 14. And a full timeout. Fourth quarter, we're down 6. We'll be right back. You are listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Still swimming upstream. We're down by 6, 4:46 to play. Possession, Tennessee High, full court pressure. Latham inbounding it to Wilhoit. Picked up three-quarter court by Reagan May. Backpedaling down the floor to watch her bring it to the front court with a right-hand dribble. Still staying with her, lady for lady defense. Left side of the floor to Warwick. Carly Warwick driving, whistling a foul on Riley May. That'll be her 4th. So May picks up her 4th of the ball game. 4.5 to go. We're down 6, 56-50. So side court possession right down from where we are here on Press Row by Addie Wilhoit. Inbounding up top to Warwick. 56-50, Tennessee High, 4.5 to go. More with it up top of the possession. Boys game next, right side Warwick. We're in the fourth quarter, down 6. Right baseline driving Warwick. Out of the corner, shot taken, Latham for a 3, rims out. Who's got it? Rebound Heading. A's got the basketball. Adrian pushing left side of the floor, Heading driving. Heading puts up the shot, won't go on the bank shot. Rebound Minton. Goes up top, whistle, reaching the foul. Sydney got the board. He got held on the cross the arm by Jenna Latham. That'll be her 3rd. First Viking in foul trouble. We'll keep it baseline right. Possession will be Tennessee, or rather Elizabethton's Reagan May. May up top to Minton. Minton will go to Heading. Heading with the basketball. Heading looking inside, nothing. 3-point shot taken that time by Sydney Minton, not there. Tapped up. Moore comes out with it, and a loose ball foul on, I think, Addison Bunn. It is on the reach. It's her 3rd, so she's got 3. Riley May's got 4. Clock, 4:02 to play. We're down 6, 56-50. Possession, Tennessee High. Right side of the floor, Latham. Right-hand dribble. Out of the front court, they work right to left here in the second half. Boys game next. Moore with it right side. Moore around a screen up top, and a foul by Sydney Minton. Wilhoit set to screen, and Sydney went to it pretty hard, knocked her down, fouls on Minton. That's her second, team foul number 4 on the Lady Cyclones. 3:50 to go. They'll keep the possession. Latham to do it in front of the Tennessee High bench. Latham inbounding, heading over the ball. Up top to Moore. Clock against us now. We're down 6. Right side, Moore on the dribble drive. Lost the handle, goes out of bounds. Cyclone basketball. Moore on the dribble drive, right to the block. Stumbled, fell down the ball, trickled out of bounds. We'll get the ball back. Down by 6. Big possession right here. 3:41 to play in the game. Up top, it's May. Riley, right side to Bunn. Bunn backs her way in. Up top to Reagan. May between the circles. Left side to Heading. Heading left side of the arc. Up top to Minton. Minton right side to Bunn. Bunn guarded by Latham. Up top to Riley May. May backs her way in. May puts up the shot. Not there. Partially blocked by Moore. Out of there with the Linkus. On the shot block, Tennessee High's got it. Moore right side. Up top to Linkus. Linkus to Warwick. Warwick driving. Carly Warwick puts up the shot. Not there, and a foul on Addison Bunn. That's her 4th. Her 4th, Riley May's 4th, and free throws will go by Carly Warwick. Free throws by Warwick. 3:12 to play, down 6 we are. Warwick's first shot is up and in. 57-50 Tennessee High. One more shot for the Lady Vikings. Shot is up and rims out. Rebounded Reagan May. May up the floor quickly. Right-hand dribble. She'll push it to the right wing. Stops. Leaves the dribble up top to Bunn. Bunn for a 3. Not there. Off today. Shot Moore. On the rebound, rather. On the missed shot. She'll give up the floor to Wilhoit. Wilhoit. 2:56 to play. Wilhoit in the paint. Lost the handle. Kicks the right side to Warwick. Shot. 3 ball. Not there. Rebound Bunn. Bunn will push it. 3-on-2 break. Addison. Right side to Riley May. May with the basketball. May picks up the dribble. Looks for help. May puts up the shot. Got it. They left her all around. They surrounded her in a double team except nobody in front of the basket. And Riley Burnham with a 2. She's got 16. We've cut it to 5. 2:29 to play. And down the floor and a timeout call by Tennessee High. 2:28 to go in the ball game. We trail 57-52. A full timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to Elizabethton Lady Cyclone basketball. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, you know, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, you know, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend. Attorneys for closing we recommend. And you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, great sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. 2:28 to play. We're down 5. Possession. Tennessee High. Wilhoit in the right corner after the timeout. We're on the arc. Wilhoit in the paint. Kicks down the left corner to Linkus. Linkus back up top to Moore. 2:19 to play. We're down 5. Addie Moore with it up top between the rings. Boys game next. To Linkus. Back with the basket to the foul line to Wilhoit. Up top to Latham. We'll run a little weave. Milk the clock. It's old school basketball. Wilhoit brings it back up top. They've got the lead and the scoreboard. Or score clock, and so we're playing catch-up here, trying to chase them down. We got 5 team fouls. Moore down the paint, kicks down low to Linkus, threw it at her feet, stolen away. May's got a jump ball. It'll be Tennessee High basketball. Threw it at her kneecaps on the freezing the basketball, is what we used to call it. Guess I'm showing my age, but that's what we called it. Freezing it, keeping it from the other team, or delay, or stall, whatever. Anyway, threw it at her knees. We tied it up, but they keep the ball in the possession. Alternating possession. Up top, Moore. 1:45 to play. Left side, Wilhoit coming off a screen for a 3. Got it. Wilhoit with 29. Right side, Bunn. Bunn, a whistle, and a timeout, Cyclones. Lucas Andrews says we're going to have a timeout. 1:34 to play. We're down 8, 60-52. A full timeout. We'll be right back. You are listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball. Double C Western Supply in Elizabethton, your Cowboy store, and so much more. We have shoes and boots for guys and gals. We have kids' boots and shoes for the little people, too. Ball caps, Marriott, Wrangler, and a large selection of Huey. We have purses, billfolds, handbags. We carry a full line of Montana Silversmith jewelry. We have both Lane Frost and Huey cologne and perfumes. We even have several styles of rugs to choose from, and a large kids section full of boots and shoes and jeans and dresses and even stuffed animals. And jeans, and more jeans, both work and casual for guys and gals. Ariat and Wrangler in all sizes and styles. T-shirts for men, women, and kids. For cold weather, we have fleece tops and sweaters. And racks full of men's shirts, including the George Strait line from Wrangler. Short sleeve and long sleeve shirts for men and women. Vests and jackets for the cold days and nights for the guys and the ladies. We have a full line of tack and cowboy hats for cowboys and cowgirls, along with belts and a great selection of saddles. So you see, it is a cowboy store and more. Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Find us on Facebook and at doublecwesternsupply.com. Cyclone possession, 1.5 to go, 1:34 to be exact. Down in the corner, Riley May inbounds to Reagan May. Reagan right of the arc, up top the heading. We're down 8. Inside to Smalls, got to get some shots up. Down low Smalls to the cutting heading, up and down. Adrian got a basket. Heading's 4th point of the ball game, cuts it to a 6-point lead. 1:19 to play. Tennessee High leads it, 60-54. Lady Vikings adding more up top, running the weave to Wilhoit. Wilhoit's got 29 today. Had 37 in our place. Right side, Wilhoit, guarded by Reagan May. Wilhoit goes east to west, keeps dribbling up top. 1 minute to play. And Reagan May tried to reach across her body and steal it. As she dribbled east to west with the right-hand dribble, tried to reach across and got the foul. It's her second. Free throws, Maddie Wilhoit, the number 1 free throw shooter in the area. Wilhoit leads the region in its latest statistics, shooting at 91% from the stripe. She's 4 for 4 in the free throw line of the ball game. She has 29 points. Minute even to play. We're down 6. Wilhoit's first toss is up and in. She's got 30. And I'd have to say a quiet 30. I mean, she always gets her points in the flow of their team's offense. Second shot, got it. 31 for Wilhoit. They lead it by 8 with 58 seconds to go here. Smalls, left of the block. They reach down a double down tie up and a tie up alternating possession will be Cyclone basketball. Link has helped Carmody on the double down defense to Jamira, and they tied her up. We keep the ball baseline left. 52 seconds to play. We're down 8. Inside to Bunn. Bunn puts up the shot. In traffic, not there. Rebound Moore. Moore kicks it out and tried an outlet pass. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by, Moore kicked it out to Wilhoit up the right side of the floor. We got a handle, and it goes out of bounds, and they'll keep the basketball. Lead Tennessee High. Clock in their favor. 45 seconds to play. Wilhoit into the front court. Right side to Latham. Latham, they're going to even up the series here. We're down 8 with 35 to play, and they're going to even Steven the series now. We'll split in the regular season. Right side, Carmody in the corner to Linkus. Linkus caught the ball. She gave it to Carmody. She gave it back to Linkus. Linkus had stepped on the baseline underneath the basket with her left foot. We get the ball back. Heading into the front court. Heading leaves it to Riley May. May right side to Bunn for a 3. Not there. Off day today for Bunn. Has only 8 points, averaging 22 coming in. It's a big difference in the ballgame. She and Smalls have had off days today. So we'll pick up the pieces and get ready for Unicoi County Tuesday night. 62-54. Linkus are playing keep away down to the right corner. 5 seconds to play here. They will go to 3-2. We'll fall to 4-2, and that's the ball game. Final score, Tennessee High wins at 62-54. Cyclones fall to 4-2 in the league, 13-9 overall. They improved to 18-8 on the season. They go to 3-2 in the league. Final score, 62-54, Lady Vikings. We'll come back and be ready for the boys' game. Dr. J is going to join us. He'll come hang with us after this timeout. You are listening to Elizabethton Lady Cyclone basketball, losing 62-54. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursingHome.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors. Christmas Club Savings Account for next year. Tell me about it.
Yes, let's talk about it because now you're going to have 12 months to do this. What better time than right now to open your Christmas Club savings? There's no cost on this. This is just something that we can help you transfer automatic funds either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly out of your check. So that way you won't even have to worry about it. And each time that you have that transferred, either you can do it yourself or deposit into this account, or we can have automatic draft set up. That's just convenient for you. And like I said, it's just another sub account to your savings and checking at Northeast Community Credit Union. So if you have any questions, visit bmycu.org or come in and see us at one of our convenient locations or call 423-547-1200.
And you cut checks when? Next year? October, November? So when you get your checks?
Yes.
Save it up all year?
Yeah, so direct deposit could be your monthly paycheck.
Okay.
And so you can allocate a percentage of that paycheck into the Christmas Club. And that way when you get to October, November, it's going to be built up. And so it's a great feature, and people love it.
The Christmas Club Savings Account for Christmas 2024?
Yes.
From Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely. New color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners. Year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this to their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers and readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools. Cyclones lose today. Final score, 62-54. Scoring for the Elizabethton Lady Cyclones. Our Port Travis Deli players of the game, Riley May with 16, Reagan May with 13 tonight. 9 points, Jamira Smalls. 8 points from Addison Bunn. So you can do the math. Doesn't take rocket scientists. Those two combined averaging 34 points a game. They had 17 combined. That's really the difference of the ball game. It happens. Bunny, Sydney Minton had 6, 4 from Adrian Heading. And so again, you had in order 16 Riley May, 13 Reagan May, 9 Smalls, Addison Bunn 8, 6 from Sydney Minton, and 4 from Adrian Heading. So he ran with a six-lady rotation. For Tennessee I, Addie Wilhoit with 31, 13 from Addie Moore, 5 points from Carly Warwick, 4 points from Taylor Carmody and Jenna Latham. 3 points from Tennessee High's Delaney Linkus, and 2 points from Katie Granger. More than likely, Dr. John Mitten's with us. I would think, I'm not a gambling man, but I bet with Boone being the number 1 seed, at some point we may see this team again. It's a 5-team league for the tournament. Number 1 team gets a bye, and at this point it'll be Daniel Boone unless things change. And, hey, who's to say we can't go out there and get them in a week or so? But right now they're the number 1 seed, so if that's the case, there's more likely we'll see Tennessee High again. We split in the regular season. We'll see how it goes. But tonight they got us 62-54. But, again, Smalls averaging 12, had 9, had 23 at our place against them. Addison Bunn averaging 22, finished with 8. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but if you start ciphering, West Virginia ciphering, you lose by 8. Our leading scorer was 14 points off. There's your story, but guess what? We'll see him again, and welcome aboard, sir. You dig out of the snowdrift, and we're ready to go, right?
Yeah, I'm happy to be out of it, Tom. It's thanks for having me. It's good to be back.
Amen.
And
glad to have you back.
A snow day from time to time is pretty good. I don't know about 4 in a row though. Sometimes that's tough.
Let's let Lucas. You want to talk to these girls? Sit down here, sir, for just a second. So, as I said before you sit down, I am not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but my West Virginia ciphering tells me when Smalls and Bunn are averaging 34 points together, and they finish with 17. Addison Bunn averaging 22, finished with 8. It's a 14-point difference. We lose by 8. That may be the game right there, but give them credit. They won. What's your take on the game, Coach?
Yeah, give Tennessee High credit. You know, they made some plays, especially in the second half, knocking shots down. I thought the whole game you could see 2 teams that hadn't played in over a week.
Rusty.
And usually when that happens, home team's going to knock down shots just because they're at home. I thought we did some good things.
Yep.
I really liked defensively our effort. You know, we're tweaking a couple things, getting ready to finish out this conference run and get ready for tournaments. So we're experimenting with a couple things that we're wanting to look at and try. But yeah, credit Tennessee High. You know, they made some plays, knocked some shots down. But there was a lot of things that we did that I liked that we can build on.
I like that Cyclone grit. We were down 13-5, and they could have at that point. I thought it was a really pivotal part of the ball game. We rallied to tie it up 16. We outscored them 11-5 at that point. I thought these girls have got some backbone about them. I like it. So we'll park the conference games Tuesday, Unicoi County, and then Friday, Westridge, and we'll go play at Crockett at Boone to finish the regular season. Pretty good chance to probably see these guys again in the tournament, right?
It's what we kind of talked about in the locker room right then. You know, that's, you know, when you're going through the whole conference kind of ordeal, you don't want to show your entire deck.
Cards.
You know.
That's it.
So, and Tennessee High will have stuff different too. You know, as players and coaches, we got to make sure we're crossing our T's and dotting our I's and and these girls will. You know, we had, 5 days where we didn't get to practice. Tried to come in at 3 days. You know, some of them missing because weather and all that, so we're just trying to piece some things together, and that's an excuse, but it's no excuse. You know, you still gotta come and do your job. And I thought we showed some fight. We missed shots that we've been making before the weather came in.
I got 3 words. We'll be okay.
Oh yeah, we're fine.
Right.
Yeah,
Go
ship's
Cyclones.
not sinking, baby.
Ship ain't sinking.
Big possums travel late.
You what?
Big possums travel late.
I love this guy. You're a hoot. Oh, I love him. He's a dandy. Lucas Andrews. We lose again, 62-54. So we're ready for round 2 here. And, again, Dr. J is going to join us. We love that. Our players of the game. Let's pick up our public address announcer.
Cyclones from Elizabethton High School. And your Tennessee High Vikings. We'll have starting lines for both squads, starting with the visiting squad from Elizabeth. A 5'10" senior, number 1, Hudson Pates. 6'1" senior, number 15, Justin Whitehead. A 5'11" sophomore, number 20, Evan Chambers. A
turn the lights off here. It's the longest pregame.
And now, starting lineup for your Tennessee High Vikings.
This ain't Elvis Presley. Let's get him out here. Let's go on there.
Senior point guard, number 0, Ray Howard. 6'2" junior guard, number 1, St. Ooh.
I'm waiting for Elvis, the 2001 Space Odyssey music here. Break out to Hunka Hunka Burger Love. So here we go, round 2. Reed Miller, the jumping jack, goes center circle with Nathan Bailey. 6'6" against 6'8". We're in our traveling black. Turn his back a bit. We're in our traveling black. Orange numerals, Cyclone script across the front. Tennessee High wins the jump, and here they go, quickly attacking the basket. Puts up the shot, blocked from Bailey. He'll come out of there with it. Bailey blocked it on the runner, attempted by Caden Terry. So it's Howard, Poole, Terry, Miller, and Blevins will start it for Tennessee High. You heard our starting 5. So the Cyclones will baseline right, defending Buckles, inbounding it to Bailey, back to Buckles. Jackson's had a big last 3 or 4 games and needed again tonight. Pate right side of the floor. Just got started. Ladies lose Bate. Left side, Whitehead. Whitehead was quiet first time against him. Need a big night from Justin Whitehead. Early start. Typically we go 8 o'clock. We're at 6:30 tonight because of the weather inside, and it's Saturday evening. We want to go and watch Tennessee beat Kentucky. Right side, Whitehead for a double 3-3 block. Got it back to him on the block shot. Back to Pate. Pate head fake. Hudson down the paint. Oh, nice wraparound pass to Buckles. Off his hand out of bounds. Off his hand lost her with it. Picked up by Tennessee High. Right side, it's Howard. Howard had 26 against us down there. Howard driving, puts the floater and hammers it home. Howard was Reed Miller with the ram. It's 2-0 Tennessee High on a shuffle pass by Howard. Up top to Chambers. Chambers to the basketball. Chambers, he'll go to Pate. Pate left to the block, posting up Buckles. Whips it up top to Whitehead. Whitehead left to the wing. Picks up the dribble. Goes up top Pate between the circles. Right-hand dribble. Left-hand dribble to the left side. Left to the block. Follow-away jumper from 14. Rims out. Rebounded Reed Miller. Kicks it out and brings it up the floor. He'll go to Howard. Howard to the left wing. Working against Whitehead down in the corner for Tennessee High. That'll be Terry. Terry across the paint, puts up the runner and draws the foul. So it's going to be on Jackson Buckles. Picks up the foul. It's his first. Hello, Ernie Campbell. How you doing, sir? Thanks for listening. Up top, Terry. Terry for a 3. Tennessee High skims off on the 3 ball. On the rim, rebound Bailey. Bailey to Pate. Pate up the floor to Buckles. Buckles to Bailey. Bailey into the front court. 2-0 Tennessee High. 6:21 to go in the period. Down to the left corner, Whitehead for a 3. Yeah, went down to the center, came out. Chambers got it, puts it up and in.
Boy.
On the stick back, Evan Chambers. Nebraska went down to the cylinder about 6 inches and came back with a top spin. Howard with it up top to work left to right with Bristol across the front of their white jerseys and maroon numerals. Right side run to the baseline. Kicks it up top, Blevins to Miller. Miller in the corner to Howard for a 3. Not there. Rebound Buckles. Buckles boxed out. Good job. Jackson knocked the ball, slapped it to his teammate Chambers. Chambers to Pate. Tie ball game at 2, first quarter. Pate, left side, Whitehead. Back to Pate. Pate against the Tennessee High man for man to Whitehead for a downtown 3. Got it.
Attaboy.
Whitehead, number 46 in the 3-ball department. How about it? Cyclones take a 5-2 lead. Jackson, Buckles again defending up top. Down low, Howard on the dribble drive. Lost the handle against Pate. Goes out of bounds. They'll keep it. Good defense, Doc, by Hudson Pate.
Yeah, absolutely. And Whitehead getting going early is big as well. Haven't given up an offensive rebound yet. That really hurt us back at our place when we played Tennessee High at home. So doing a good job on the defensive side of the ball and on defensive rebounding. So got to keep that up.
Whitehead, 46-3 of the season for Justin. Baseline right. Everybody will line up the right side of the foul line. They'll line them up. and we're going to defend the man on the inbound. So
looks like a lunch line, Tommy.
Cafeteria line. Inside to Miller, puts up the shot on the inbounds pass, misses it. Rebounded, great defense. Cyclones picked up Pate. Pate Bailey right side of the floor, right-hand dribble. Crosses it over to the foul line. Leaves it up top to Buckles. Buckles to Pate. 5-2 Cyclones early. Pate left side of the floor. Down to the left corner, he'll go to Bailey. Bailey fakes right, goes left on the baseline. Tied up, puts up the floater, skims off the rim from 8 feet on the baseline. Rebound Miller. Miller to Howard. 5-2 Cyclones, 4:58 to go first quarter. 5-2. Cyclones Tuesday night back home against Unicoi County. Non-conference. Right side, Blevins inside to Terry. Terry puts up the shot, rims out, down low. Bailey's got the board. He cleaned the glass. Nathan will kick it to Buckles. Right side of the floor to Pate. Pate into the front court, right side in front of the Viking bench. Leaves it up tops to Buckles. Buckles, right side to Chambers. Chambers driving. Evan puts up the floater. That looked like offensive goaltending to me, but shot rimmed out on the bank shot on the dribble drive out of there with a Tennessee High. Vikings, foul line. Braden Howard. Down low to Terry. Terry puts up the shot up and in. Terry with the basket. Caden Terry makes it a 5-4 game Cyclones. Left side Whitehead up top to Pate. Pate driving. Pate in the paint. Puts it up the shot. Good. Wow. Took it into the teeth of the big guy. Hudson Pate's first two. 7-4 Cyclones. 4-minute mark first quarter. Elizabethton defending. They bring the ball into the front court with the right-hand dribble. Braden Howard. He had 26 in our place. Got to neutralize that tonight so far we have. Howard left side of the floor. On the wing, picks up the dribble. Back up top to Blevins. Blevins head fake. Gets to the foul line shot, in and out. Down low, who's got it? Cyclones. Had a knock loose. Miller's got it back. Howard puts up the runner up and in. Left wing spin move. Split the defenders. Put up and under for Braden Howard. He's got his first two. Chambers to Pate. 7-6 Cyclones. 3:29 first quarter. Pate right side of the floor with the dribble. Up top Buckles. Buckles back to the basket, top of the key. Now fronts it, gives it off to Chambers. Chambers backs it back out with the turquoise shoes. Evan Chambers right side of the floor with the right-hand dribble. On the arc, picks up the dribble, goes up top Buckles. Jackson kicks it left side, Whitehead for a three. Got it!
Let's go.
Justin Whitehead buries back-to-back threes. Number 47 now for Justin. We're up 4, 10-6. After being tied at 2. Cyclones, an 8-4 run. Right side Terry. Terry up top to Blevins. Blevins driving and leaner, puts it up, rims out right to the block. Rebound, guess who? Bailey. He's got the glass controlled so far. Up the floor to Pate. Pate under the front court with the left-hand dribble. Picks him up between the rings. Goes left side Whitehead. Whitehead with the right-hand dribble. He'll launch another three. Not there this time. Way up there to get his Miller. He'll kick it out down the left side of the floor to Howard. Howard for Tennessee High. Left side to Terry. Terry in the paint. Puts up the shot from left wing across the paint. And had it stripped out of his hand, Doc. And will continue to defend. Good defense by our Cyclones early.
Yeah, Nathan Bailey's really making his presence on the defensive board. He came in with 110 defensive rebounds on the season. He's already picked up 4, and that offsets their offensive rebounding. So, again, long game, but good start by the Cyclones on the defensive end.
Inside, Miller on the inbounds pass. Guys go right side. Stone away Armstrong's checked in. Up the floor to Chambers. Oh. Chambers has a knock loose. Trailing down the floor. Number 4 is checked in. That will be Cannon Swift. He knocked the ball loose going down the right side of the floor, and it trickles out of bounds. We'll keep it down to the right corner on the baseline right. We're up 4, 2:19 to go in the period. Chambers inbounding it to Whitehead. Whitehead right of the block, puts up the shot. Good. Kissed it off the glass in traffic. He's got 8. 8 first quarter points for Whitehead. So Justin and the Cyclones, he had 5 at our place. Good start for the multi-sport star, Justin Whitehead. Cyclones, right side defending. 3-point shot taken, not there. Down low, Chambers battling for it. Chambers wins the battle. He got the rebound from the bigger Miller. Evan will push it. Our sophomore, right side, Chambers to Pate. Pate, right of the arc, inside, right of the block. Armstrong spin move, kicks it up top, Chambers. Chambers top of the key. Down low, left to block Bailey. Bailey puts up the floater in the paint, not there, off balance shot, rebound Miller. He'll bring it up the floor on the pass to Howard. 12-6 Cyclones, who double the score right now. Howard, foul line jump shot, got it. Howard's got 4. He went coast to coast and dropped it in. That makes it a 4-point game. Elizabethton, 1:23 to go in the period. Chambers, right side of the floor, guarded. Mismatch inside to Bailey. Bailey's got the mismatch when Howard tries to go up on a jump ball, and they'll say it's Cyclone basketball. Good defense, Doc, but the little man, Braden Howard.
Yeah, nice recognition by the Cyclones going inside on Nate Bailey. He got about a 6 or 7 inch advantage on that throw and that pass on the inside block, but created the tie-ups. Good defense by Tennessee High.
Bailey on the inbounds down low to Chambers. Chambers
luck.
backdoor to look to Armstrong. Blocked by Miller. Picked up Chambers. Chambers a head fake. Put it up, and in.
Boy.
Put up a head fake. Let him go flying by in the paint, and Evan Chambers got his 4th point. Smart play. Man, he is so cagey.
And effort, man. Staying after that basketball makes a difference.
Right side, Tennessee High. Howard with the back up top. Howard had thrown it to Swift. Back to Howard between the circles. Cyclones by 6. 45 to go in the period. Right side, Swift. Swift with it up top. He'll go left side to Howard. Howard for a 3. Not there. Rims out. Who's got it? Miller's got it, and he's tied up with Armstrong. And I think it's a hook on Bo Armstrong. Let's see.
I believe you're right.
Cyclones come into the ball game averaging 64.5. They're giving up 63. Your point well taken. Nathan Bailey, 110 rebounds defensively on this season. That's a heck of a number. Howard way up top. Foul is going to be on Armstrong, by the way. They get the ball in the possession. Bo Armstrong.
Well, 2-3 zone on the baseline out of bounds under 30 seconds here. See if we can get a stop.
Top Miller, right side for a 3. Left it
Good
short.
boarding.
Rebound. Bailey, another board.
Number 6. Let's
Nathan's cleared the glass up the floor to Whitehead. 17 seconds in the period. We're up 6. Up top to Pate. Pate right side, Chambers. Chambers with the basketball. Back to Pate. Hudson working against Howard. Howard picked his pocket. Howard steals the ball, driving. Howard goes up, and Pate makes him pay for it and says, nope, you're not going to get a layup that easy, sir. Fouls on Pate. That's his first. 4 seconds to go in the period. Howard, I think, fouled in the act. They're going to say he's shooting 2. He is. 4.7 to go. We lead it 14-8 here in the first quarter. So it's been to Justin Whitehead first quarter. 8 of the team's 14, Whitehead. Howard shooting 2 for the Vikings.
You need that, Tom. You know, Justin's had a good start in the first quarter, shooting a high percentage from the free throw line. Haven't been there yet. Shooting a high percentage from behind the three-point line. Something that he doesn't always do is scoring inside the three-point line. He's already done that once, so he's versatile. You mentioned it earlier, 3-sport athlete. Guy that's been with us for 4 years, but the more he gets going, the faster his motor gets going as a shooter early in the game, better off we're going to be. So he's had a great start.
Second shot, Howard makes them both. He's got 6 points. They've cut it to 4. 3 seconds to go in the period. Up the floor on a loose ball found Braden Howard. That's huge. That's the guy you want in foul trouble because he's your playmaker.
He can play, yeah.
And Michael McMean senses that and gets him off the floor real quick here. The final 3 seconds of the period. Chambers inbound in front of the scores table. We lead 14-10. 3 seconds to go first quarter. Dr. John Mitten, yours truly bringing it to you. Inbounding it. Chambers way down the floor to who? Armstrong kicks it back. Tennessee High stole the ball, slings a three-quarter court, and hits the top of the backboard. Not a bad, accurate throw there. We played 1. 14-10. We'll come back and talk about the baseball fundraiser. We raised a bunch of money for Betsy Baseball. Right after this, you're watching listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball.
Antique mall with over 50,000 square feet of merchandise. We have about 52, 53, give or take, vendors with different items. We have a great selection of everything from antique, which is over 100 years, to vintage, which is 25 years, and then we do have a little bit of new things. We concentrate on the vintage and antique items. So you can find just about anything for yourself, for your home, and gifts. We have a lot of people that take gifts for their grandparents. They remembered they had them, and it's with their family.
Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Saturdays, 10 to 6. Open late for the car shows and anytime they have special events in town.
Need Place, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone football, Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone football. We start the second period. We lead at 14-10. Cyclones have Pate, Buckles, Whitehead, Chambers, Bailey, the starters on the floor. The orange and black from Betsytown. Right side, Poole to Blevins, down to the corner to Terry. Terry cross-court pass to Howard. Howard up top to Miller. Miller open top of the key for a 3. Got it. Miller drains it for a 3. Reed Miller has 5 points now. Cuts it to 1. We lead at 14-13 first half here. Ladies lost by 9 in the opener. Tuesday night back home from Unicoi County. Hopefully audio and video. We can get us a camera person. Left side Buckles. Buckles up top. Buckles looking for a cutter. Left side to Pate. Pate stays in the man. Beats Howard to the foul line. Kicks it back to Buckles trailing. Right side, Whitehead, head fake. Whitehead driving, puts up the floater. Good.
Attaboy.
Whitehead's got 10.
Nice.
And so Justin Whitehead, silky smooth with 10 points in the first half. We're up by 3, 16-13. Whitehead, one of 4 Cyclones in double digits coming in, averaging 12 points a game. Right side, so he's got his average nearly already. Right side, Terry in the paint, shot not good because Buckles altered the shot. Rebound Bailey. Cyclones, good inside defense so far. Right side, Chambers. We're up 3. First half, Chambers down to the right corner. Kicks it inside to Buckles. Buckles open, puts up the shot. Good. Reverse layup. Got a left side, used the rim as the protecting Doc, and reversed a nice job of Buckles.
Absolutely. Heady and aware. You know, Jackson shoots 50% from the field. He doesn't take a lot of shots outside of 10 feet, but anytime he's inside there, he's money. So great effort and a great finish by Jackson.
18-13 Cyclones, first half. Follow a jump shot.
Gosh,
Howard,
good
air
defense.
ball, great defense. Chambers falling out of bounds. Blevins slapped it right to Pate. We've got the ball. Chambers defense started that. Up top, Bailey. Bailey driving, nothing. Up top, he'll kick it back to Buckles, top of the key. Jackson gets the man-for-man right side, Pate. Cyclones by 5, first half, 6-minute mark. Whitehead under the basket. Whitehead puts up the shot. Good! Whitehead. Justin Whitehead has brought the lunch bucket. He's come to play. 12 points.
Came to work, too.
Came to work. 20-13. Cyclones by 7, our biggest lead of the ball game. Elizabethton, 5:48 to go in the half. Right side, he'll go. That again with the basketball. Zayden Poole, Z-A-Y-D-E-N. To Howard up top. Howard will go to Blevins. Blevins top of the key, back to Howard. Again, great defense, Cyclones. That's what's got us this lead. Inside to Blevins. Blevins puts up the shot. Good.
Wow, good finish.
Went down the paint, went with his right hand, switched to his left hand. In traffic, Bailey contended that shot. He threw it up and in as he hit the deck. 20-15 Cyclones first half. Down to the corner, ball knocked loose. We'll keep the basketball. Spacing close. Tennessee, I got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. We'll keep it into the Viking bench. Chambers to trigger. We're up by 5. 5:20 to go to halftime. Chambers, backdoor to Buckles. Buckles puts it up and in.
Man, good luck.
Jackson Buckles has got 4. His point production, whatever we can get from him, Doc's just icing on the cake for us. Out of the right corner shot, not there. Guess who got the bound? Jackson Buckles. He'll give it off with a missed 3 shot to Bailey. Bailey to Chambers. Chambers into the front court. Cyclones by 7. 4:58 to go in the half. Chambers with it up top, guarded by Pools, man for man. Working to a screen set by Bailey, right side of the floor, driving. Chambers right of the block. Feeds it down low to Buckles. Buckles has a knock loose, picked up Tennessee I. It'll be with the basketball, Braden Howard. Howard, top of the key, the lefty. He'll go right side to Poole. Poole with it for Tennessee I. Up top to Terry. Caden Terry will go to Miller. Miller for a 3. Not there this time. Down low. Came off hard on the rim, just kind of stuck on the rim, the backboard, pulled down by Pate. Hudson left side. Whitehead with the basketball. Whitehead around the screen up top with the right hand, feeds it down low to Buckles. Buckles back in the corner. Pate for a double C. 3. Not there. Rebound. Buckles got the board. Jackson feeds it to Bailey at the foul line. Back to Whitehead. Whitehead back to Chambers. Chambers a head fake. Chambers driving, cut off with the D right baseline. Chambers follow-away jumper, left it short, rebound Blevins. Blevins to Howard. Here go the Vikings left to right. Howard in the front court with a left-hand dribble. To the left wing. Howard up top to Blevins. Blevins driving, right side of the right elbow. Shot taken and good by Russell Blevins. He's got 4. Cyclones by 5. 3:45 to go first half. 22-17 Betsy. Pate into the front court, picked up Howard, three-quarter court. Left-hand dribble. Working to the left side of the floor on a Buckle screen down to the left corner. He'll go to Whitehead for a double C3. Not there this time. Blevins has got it. Blevins will push to Howard. Leads it down the floor in the fast break to Miller. Miller, one of the biggest guys on the floor, beats us down the floor for the layup. And that'll stop everything right there by Lucas Honeycutt. 7 points for Miller. 30-second break. Doc, we were both we had the privilege of emceeing. You were there. And we raised nearly, what'd you say, nearly 40,000?
Almost, yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's an unofficial total, but yeah, it was a fantastic night. Coach Ryan Presnell got that auction started. I couldn't tell you how long ago it was. It's before my time, but talked to Ryan about it. What was it? 2011. 11th year. Okay,
11th
so
year.
yeah, but it's been such a wonderful fundraiser. There's a couple components, not just the fact that there wasn't an empty seat in the Commons that night, but the fact that all of those perimeter items that were lined up for both the online auction and the live auction were all donated items. So those are things that mostly came from community business partners, people who were inside the community that want to just donate labor, services, all kinds of different things. So all of the auction items that went out all the money is going to go straight to the baseball team. So great community support, great turnout. It was a great night, another successful year.
Our baseball coverage starts March the 3rd. Left side, Armstrong after the timeout puts up a little runner, fell off the lip of the rebound. Blevins are making a run here. 22-19, we led it by 7 at 20-13. Right side, it's basketball, brings it up top to Swift. Cannon Swift. He'll go left side to Blevins, the arc guard of Armstrong. Blevins down the paint, puts up the runner, good. From the left wing, cross the paint. Russell Blevins with 6 in the period. He killed us with 18 down at our place. They've cut it to 1. Cyclones lead at 22-21. 2:49 to go first half. Bailey left side. Bailey to the left wing. Nathan to Buckles, back to Pate for a 3. Not there. Rebound up there. Miller will have to get it. He's a jumping jack. He'll kick it out to Howard. Howard trying to get their first lead of the ball game. Out of the corner, Blevins, shot taken. Not there. Rebound. Buckles got the board on the missed shot out of the left corner. From the right baseline, rebound. He'll give it to Bailey. Bailey to Chambers. Pick up three-quarter court Howard. He'll bring it up the board to Buckles. Jackson in the front court to Pate. Pate left wing. He'll leave it back up top to Bailey. Bailey for double C3. Rims out. Rebound Miller. Miller has it for Tennessee High. 22-21 Cyclones. 2:13 till halftime. Into the front court. Howard will walk it in left to right. Cyclones will be picking him up. Pate at the top of the key. He'll go to Swift. Swift right wing jump shot and left it short. Rebound. Buckles got the board. Knocked it out of his hands. Miller keeps it alive to Blevins. Blevins a floater. Not there on the bank shot. Down low. It's in traffic. Picked up Pate. Pate down the floor. Baseball pass to lead it to Chambers. Chambers driving. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Got fouled. Contact. No call. Missed a shot. Rimmed out on him. Picked up Tennessee High. Howard. Foul line on the other end. Left wing feeds it down low to Swift. Swift walked, got by with it, puts up a shot, and up and in. Walked a country mile, and he missed it. Swift gets his first 2. They've taken their first lead at 23-22. Left side of the floor, Bailey. Bailey driving, puts up the floater, not there, and draws the foul. What I like, here's the beauty of school in a visitor's gym. I don't care what we do. They didn't do it.
Yeah.
Now, he got clobbered on the drive, and these people behind us going, ooh, like, come on now. You ain't watching the same game we're watching.
Everybody pays their money for a ticket to get in, walk in with an education on how to officiate a basketball game.
It is
I don't think any of us are exempt. We've all done it.
No, exactly right.
You know, Tennessee High's made a run here. Just a quick point. They've made a run, closed it up. Nate Bailey knocks that one down to tie it up to 23 with 1:27 to go. But their run has nothing to do with why they led big in the third quarter back at our place, and that was offensive rebounding that really gave them an advantage. We're still doing a great job on the glass. We're doing a good job offensively executing. We just didn't knock down some shots. Our defense is still keeping us in the game and keeping it within striking distance. Great competition right now, but a huge key right now for the Cyclones to keep doing what they're doing, and that's rebounding the basketball.
Bailey's 2 free throws gives the lead back, 24-23, 1:14 to go to halftime. Terry to Howard up top. Top of the key, he'll back it back out. Cyclones drop back in a 2-3, almost a 2-1-2. Right side Miller inside the paint. Left side on the corner to Swift. Runs the baseline shot. Got it. Cannon Swift puts up a run on the left baseline from 12 feet out. That's his 4th point of the basketball game. Whitehead to Bailey. Bailey into the front court to Buckles. Left side to Pate. Pate's been quiet here in the ball game. Back up top to Buckles. Buckles back to Pate. Open. Fires. Rims out. Rebound. Bailey there.
Good.
Came off on a spin out of the rim. Right there's Bailey to put it right back in the twine. His head up around the rim. The jumping jack at 6'8". Cyclones by 1. 34 seconds till halftime. 26-25 or the Betsy. 29 seconds to go in the half. Miller with it up top. Miller guarded. We're back in a man now. In the corner. Run the baseline. Terry can't get the shot back to Miller. Great defense up top. Blevins. Blevins top of the key. Back inside to Miller. Miller head fake once, twice, puts it up and under. Misses. Great defense by Bailey, and it should be Cyclone basketball.
Sir.
Doc, Nathan Bailey, great defensive stop.
Yeah, he's doing it on both ends of the floor. He got that offensive rebound to put back, which is a huge neutralizer to the turnover, the offensive rebound that Miller got in the first quarter. So we're nil right now. It's all square thanks to Nate Bailey doing a great job on the defensive and now the offensive glass.
Buckles inbound it. Gets it to Bailey. 13 seconds to go to the half. Down the right side of the floor, Nathan. Bailey driving, kicks in the corner. Open head fake. Chambers runs a baseline, puts a shot up, blocked from behind, and a foul.
He created that. That was awesome.
Absolutely.
Yes,
did a head fake out of the left corner on the baseline. They bid on the fake. He dribble drove on the baseline, double pumped, and that double pump got him the foul. He'll go to the strike.
Must be the green shoes, Tom.
It is the turquoise shoes.
He's so crafty with the ball. You know, he did a great job with the ball fake, which is an awesome way to get a defender off their feet. Took it to the basket, and he held the ball up in the air. and hung just long enough to create contact, or at least the image of contact, to get the Stripes to blow it. So we'll see if he can knock down this second of 2 free throws with 5 seconds to go.
Missed the first one, gets one more here.
Gosh, they're going to call us for a lane violation.
Yep, you're right. They handed the ball, we took off. That's
seemed awful fast, but
we handed the ball. One of our guys left his spot on the foul line, and you can't do that. 26-25, 5 to play. We lead by 1. Howard in the paint, can't get the shot.
Good D.
Swift for a 3 at the buzzer.
Yes.
Bank shot, rims out, and it's the first half of the books. We go to the break. We lead it by 1 and a nail biter. 26-25. We'll be right back after this from your halftime sponsor. That'll be the good folks from Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. You guys, we're halfway home. We're here for one reason, for a dub. I love these guys coming by me here. That's awesome. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Cyclones lead it 26-25. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. Now, I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue. And that is always the buzz. And if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
Therapy Services, great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Why Physical Therapy Services? A lot of folks out there that do what you do. Why PTS?
Nobody does it the way that we do it. There are other people out there that say that they are, and I want to air quote, sports PTs. There's no one out there that is truly a sports physical therapy clinic. We've been in business since 1980, and we continue to be in business after people have been bought and sold, folded. The reason why we continue to stay in business is twofold. Number one, we're a little crazy, which is fun. But number two, and the most important thing, is we always take care of the patient first. You take care of the patient first. This is what my dad always taught me. You take care of the patient first, everything else will fall into place.
Locations? Where do you have locations?
1975 West Elk Avenue. That's where my clinic is, where I work primarily. And then we have a pediatric location as well at the Medical Care Building at 1500 West Elk Avenue.
Physical Therapy Services. Last question real quick. What's the phone number?
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Halftime, Cyclones lead it, and a good one. 26-25. Seesaw here had 2 ties at 2 and 23. Scoring for Elizabeth in first half. Whitehead averaging 12's got 12. Halftime scoring, Cyclones, Nathan Bailey 4, Jackson Buckles 4, Evan Chambers 4, and 2 from Hudson Pate. So all of our guys at this point are off in scoring, but we're still up by 1. I like my chances. Tennessee High at the break. They're led in scoring by Reed Miller with 7, 6 from Russell Blevins, 6 from Braden Howard, 4 from Cannon Swift, and 2 at the break from Caden Terry. We're joined by our athletic director, Joe Diaz, probably one of the busiest guys. He's had a phone stuck in his ear for the last week, trying to reschedule games and schedule, reschedule, and swimming and wrestling and basketball. Calls of Mother Nature. And hi, Coach. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Yeah, I saw you at the banquet the other night. Again, we raised nearly $40,000 for Cyclone baseball, which is, look, we sing the same song all the time. If it's Mulch, the football team, if it's the band doing something, if it's whoever's doing whatever, our community just responds. A town of 15,000, it's unbelievable. And you said it the other night at the banquet, or I keep saying banquet, the fundraiser. What a blessed community we have, and we really do.
Yeah, they always come out. As I told you, I was watching the weather. I was up all night watching the snow, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And we were able to get it in, and then I started worrying. I was like, well, I hope people are able to get out of the house. And But then I started thinking about, man, like, number one, the community always comes out and supports us no matter what. And maybe that snow helped us a little bit in that we were able to get some people out of the house. So I'm extremely thankful for our community, and I want to thank everyone who was able to come out, and those that didn't come out that were still online doing the online auction. We know there was a lot of people doing that too, so we're extremely thankful for you guys.
We're here doing basketball, wrestling, and swimming. What's the very latest on our Cyclone grapplers and our Cyclone swimmers?
All right, let's go wrestling here first. By the way, they left at like 7 this morning, so that was another situation that I was, had on me there a little bit in terms of just getting those guys there. But we were able to get there. The parents were able to take them. We weren't able to take a school bus because it got pretty hairy there for a little bit. But wrestling-wise, we got a couple girls, Sadie and Sophia. They both will be moving on to sectionals. Let me say Sadie and Sophia, Jenkins and Clevenger, and David Wright. They're all champs today. Sadie and Sophie did it yesterday, and the boys did it today.
Sadie Kellerman?
Yes, yeah.
Sophia?
If you didn't ask me that, I'd tell you. You put me on the spot there.
Clevenger?
But Clevenger
and
as well.
Jenkins and David Wright.
Yeah.
Our champs, all right?
Yeah, and then our team finished second today, so we're proud of those guys. And then there was some guys that finished second and third, too, that battled, and fourth there. So we're extremely proud of those guys, and they'll be moving on to sectionals. So
Tristan?
They'll be going to, Tristan and Peyton and Matthew got second, and then Presley and Reedy and Leaf finished third. And then Sampson and T got fourth.
T-Bond got fourth. That's great.
So they'll be moving on to sectionals here soon, a few days.
We'll have Coach Morrell on the show next week. Tom Taylor Sports Show one day next week to brag on them youngins. In the tank, what Kelly's kids do. The swim. I call them Kelly's kids are swimmers.
In the tanks. Well, we've had some schools first here today. We had 4 in a relay. We had 4 girls: Elena Holt, Trinity Hopwood, Madeline Isaacs, and this one's going to be a tough one. Nick we were giving him a hard time about pronouncing some of these names, but Adriana Stepanovicius.
Yep.
That's my best try at it. They made it to the finals. We'll be swimming that a little bit later. And for the first time in school history, we had somebody make it to the finals there. So, which with swim, that's against all the big dogs. It's like all levels. Like we're talking all the bigger schools, smaller schools, and all that. They made the finals there. So we're extremely proud of those
We're talking
girls.
state finals.
Yeah. Well, yes, they're at state right now.
Right.
So
It's not sectional regional. This is the big boys in the state swimming tournament, and we're in the finals.
Yes.
How many of our youngins are in the finals?
There were 5 in the finals.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and those 4 girls will be. They made it some other stuff too, but that relay was our best event. So that was the first time in school history. So hopefully they can keep making history there and snag a state championship there.
Makes our athletic director and a Cyclone Nation proud, doesn't it?
That's right. We're extremely proud of those girls and guys that were able to compete today.
Joe Diaz with us. Thank you, sir.
All right, appreciate you.
Go Cyclones.
All right, man. Let's hold on to this win right here.
Tuesday night, Unicoi County.
That's it. Tuesday night, senior night, too.
You got
So
it.
we're going to celebrate your seniors.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Great job. Joe Diaz. So our swimmers, wow, that is awesome. Our swimmers and our wrestlers doing well. Again, the sectionals for the guys, going to the sectionals. The ladies, you got, 5 in the state swim finals now. That is incredibly cool. And we're incredibly proud of our Elizabethton swimmers. Wow. First time in school history. That is awesome. So Kelly's doing a phenomenal job. Kelly Broussard, our swim coach. First time in school history we got kids in the state finals in the swim meet. And that's the big boys. In swimming, Doc, they put them all together. There's no classification. It's just big school, little school, here we go. And so our kids are right there competing. Go Cyclones.
Yes, absolutely proud of those kids. TWSAA actually was they were petitioned by the membership to take swimming under their wing and actually treat it like it was a sport within TWSAA and a membership. So it's, Joe may have mentioned this, but TISCA is what manages is the affiliation for swimming in the state of Tennessee. And like you said, you've got private schools, you've got home schools, you've got all the large schools, so we're down there with everybody. But again, TWSAA was petitioned to bring that together and classify it. So, swimmers are going down there competing against like teams of similar enrollment, whether it's 1 and 2A or 3A, kind of like track, volleyball, basketball. There's all kinds of different classifications. But it hasn't went through the last couple of years, but it keeps coming up on the board, and so maybe eventually that might be the case. But either way, we go down there, and it's an awesome opportunity for our kids, and getting to go down there and compete and see it done the real way, and then also going down there and making the Sweet 16 like our relay team did, like he probably shared, it's a really big deal. First time in school history, so proud of Coach, proud of the kids, and
proud to be
cool,
a Cyclone.
cool deal, yeah, man. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
Our spring sports getting ready: baseball, softball, of course, boys soccer. You have track and field and tennis getting ready for the spring sport. Spring sports. Hard to believe. We were jokingly not that long ago. I'm talking about there's plans. You guys are working on graduation.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how fast this has gone. But here we are at the tail end of the regular season basketball. Tournament starts in a couple of weeks at Sullivan East. Halftime, we lead it to the tune of 26-25. Doc, what we got to do to win this game?
I think we've got to keep doing what we're doing. You got to be happy about your position. Both teams probably are. Both the coaches going in probably at halftime trying to make a few minor adjustments, but, both teams are playing well. We started off hot. Justin Whitehead had a good start in the first quarter. Jackson and Nathan doing a really good job on the offensive and defensive glass. Evan and Hudson playing a good floor game, and Bo came in and gave some good minutes. So everybody's doing their job. Tennessee High, again, playing a good floor game as well. So both teams got to be happy where they are. But this is really just an audition for those final 4 minutes. So we'll see how the second half goes.
Chambers, possession, Cyclones work left to right this half. Left side, Chambers on the arc, looking inside, Tennessee High in a man. Posting up, Buckles back in the corner, Chambers running the baseline, back to Buckles, puts up the shot, not there, rebound Bailey. Bailey
Guess
in
who?
the paint, puts up the shot, bounces
Roll in
around,
there.
good.
Attaboy.
Ping-ponged around with end point. Nathan's got 6, came in averaging 12. Cyclones by 3, third quarter. 28-25, Betsy. Howard right side. Swimmers and wrestlers doing well, making you proud in the Cyclone Nation. Hello to Scott Aaron in Nashville watching. Thank you, sir, listening in this case. Up top, you've got Rick Ranson down in Pensacola watching. Thank you. Andy in West Virginia's listening. Thank you. Up top, right side of the board, Junior Campbell and Elizabethton's listening. Thank you. Inside the feed to Miller. Miller right of the block. 7 minutes to go, third quarter, up 3. Right of the block, puts up Terry. Shot not there. Buckles off of that shot. Puts it back up. Misses second time around. Picked up Pate. Pate right side. Chambers. Our inside defense just lights out so far in this game. Chambers right side. Buckles. Buckles to Chambers. Chambers for a double C3. Got it. Oh, baby. Silky smooth Evan Chambers.
He's had
got
that
7.
He's had that inside out 3 several times, Tom. He's passed on it. He can make that shot. Every time he gets his feet set. That inside out shot could be a big difference in the second half.
20-3 of the season for Evan Chambers. We're out by 6, third quarter, 6:33 mark. Howard left side of the block, left wing jump shot, good. Nice shot, Howard coming off the screen. He's got 8. He's silky smooth. Cyclones by 4, third quarter, picked up three-quarter court man. Pate, Campbell to Bailey. Bailey back to, and he walked. He sure did. He tried to crow step between the defenders, tried and split him, and took an extra step. Walk with the basketball. Turnover, Tennessee High gets it back. We're up 4, 6:17 to go in the third. Baseline or side court inbound will go Blevins to Miller. Miller with it up top. Miller with a left-hand dribble. He'll go left side to Terry. Terry guarded by Chambers like a blanket. To Blevins. Blevins back to Terry. He's all over him. Terry left of the arc, can't do anything. Evans right there with him like a police blanket on him. Up top, Howard. Howard top of the key, lets it fly. Got it. Howard with paint on him. Dropped that 3 and cuts it to 1, 31-30. Howard had 26 at our place. He's now got 11 here at this place. Pate, we're up 1, third quarter. Hudson will bring it across the timeline, guarded three-quarter court by Howard. Left-hand dribble up top. Hudson looking for help. Backs his way a little bit. Now goes around a screen set by Buckles. He'll go left side to Chambers. Chambers to the right wing. Chambers foul line. Back to Pate. Pate driving back to Chambers. Chambers for a 3.
Yes,
got
sir.
it. Evan Chambers with a double C3. Back-to-back 3 balls. He's got 10. Chambers is so silky smooth. Down in the corner. Shot Terry for a 3. Got it and a foul.
Dang it.
Terry buried a 3 and got fouled by Jackson Buckles. Went out to defend that 3 ball. Check that. Zayden Pools, the man who made the shot.
Good acting job, too.
Yeah.
Get to tip your hat, but
Yeah.
good contest by Jackson, but good acting job as well.
Second foul on Buckles, counted for a chance for a 4-point play here. So Poole with the 3 ball, trying to tie it up for only the 3rd time of the ball game. Poole's shot is up, and he does not. Rebound Bailey. We keep the lead by 1. 5:15 to go, third quarter. 34-33 Cyclones. Pate into the front court. Tuesday night at home against Unicoi County. Pate on senior night, no less. Pate driving, left wing. Fall away jump shot, Pate. Not there, having an off game. Rebound, Miller. Miller, he'll give it off to Howard. At least off game in score. He's doing a great job defensively. Howard with it up top. Howard down the paint. Tried to bounce it down low. Bad pass picked up. Buckles knocked it loose on the bounce pass picked up by Bailey. Bailey into the front court. Nathan will give it off to Chambers. Third quarter, we're up 1. 4:45 mark. Chambers around a screen set by Buckles up top. Hudson, or rather Evan, driving, kicks it back to Bailey. Bailey for a double C3. Got it! Nathan Bailey drops the 3. Number 31 on the season for Bailey. He's got 7 points now. And the Cyc got 9 points. Cyclones up 4, 37-33. Third quarter, stole away. Chambers stole the basketball. Chambers driving left the block, puts up the shot. Chambers not there. Rebound. Terry comes out of the with it. He'll give it to Miller. Miller to Howard. Chambers got contact on that dribble drive. No call. With it, Howard left wing.
Good defense.
Up top, Miller. Miller guarded by Chambers. Miller to the left wing. Drives. Puts up the shot. Leaner. Bounced off of Buckles. Scores Miller. Into the front court, Chambers with the basketball. Chambers right of the block. Picks up the dribble. Leaves it to Buckles up top. Jackson goes right back to Chambers. Chambers guarded by Poole. Cyclones by 2. 3:47 to go third quarter. Left side up top, Bailey on the arc. Inside left side, he'll go to Pate. Left of the arc. Up top to Whitehead for a double C3. Puts up the shot, blocked, but Terry got a hand on it. Partial block that comes down to the hand of Miller, who gives it off to Howard. 37-35 Cyclones. Miller, left wing, can't get the shot. Buckles wing, try to dump it down low to Terry. Out of bounds. We'll go the other way. Doc, another great defensive stop by the orange and black.
Yeah, Tennessee High is really pushing the tempo, playing a little bit of full court press, not trapping much right now, but just kind of trying to increase the tempo. We're doing a good job, again, like you said, defensively and on the glass, but got to get a bucket here, trying to break a little bit of the cold snap we've been on for the last minute and a half.
We're stuck on 37 for a while. We're up by 2. Pate right side of the floor around the screen up top, Bailey. Bailey driving. Nathan left of the block, kicks it back to Whitehead. Whitehead to Buckles, top of the key. Buckles will go to shuffle the pass right side to Pate. Pate looks for help, goes up top, Bailey. They stay in a man for man, back to Chambers between the rings. Chambers up top of the right-hand dribble. He'll back it back out and set the play with the Cyclones. Up 2, 2:55 to go in the third. To Buckles, Buckles back to Pate. Pate out near half court will give it off to Whitehead. Whitehead in front of the Cyclone bench, left side to Pate.
Good patience.
Pate lobs it down low to Buckles, left the block, back to Pate. Pate to Bailey. Bailey can't get the shot, goes to Chambers. Good defense, Tennessee High. Inside Buckles, shot, good. Jackson Buckles came across the paint, got the entry pass, put it up over his right shoulder on the bank shot from 6 feet out of the bank. On the right of the bucket, 39-35, big bucket Buckles, he's got 6. Cyclones by 4, 2:22 to go in the third. Howard, right wing, no shot. Looks for help, now he'll force one up, left it short, good defense, Chambers. Tapped up Buckles, tapped up Bailey, and it goes out of bounds.
Good effort.
Tennessee High will keep the basketball. Clock at 2:13 to go third quarter, 39-35 Betsy.
You said it, Hudson's not having a great game offensively, but, man, he's keeping Howard in front of him, making a big difference in this game. He's got some points, but he's not hurting us near as bad as he did back at home.
At 26 at our place, he has 11 here now. We're talking about Howard. Ball goes out of bounds. 2:12 to go. It's our ball turnover. Tennessee High that threw it away. Swift tried to get it to Howard and threw it in the corner. Out of bounds. We get the ball back. Pate's got a three-quarter court. 2:09 to go third quarter. Hudson Pate across the timeline. Bounces left side Chambers. Chambers guarded by Poole. Up top Evans right back to Bailey. Bailey in a mismatch. Puts up the shot.
About that.
Oh. Poole.
Good defense. Good defense.
Picks up the personal foul.
But
Bailey took it on a mismatch, 6'8" against 6'1".
Yeah, you got to take it. You got to take it. That's great recognition by us just getting dropped down in there, but you got to try to get that one.
So Poole went sprawling across the deck, and so they picked up on that and called a player control foul on Bailey. We'll leave it at that. 39-35, Cyclones by 4. 1:48 to go in the third. Blevins with it up top. Down low, bad pass, stolen away Bailey. Up the floor, Pate. Pate into the front court, right side of the floor, Hudson. Goes left side to Whitehead. Whitehead driving. Whitehead feeds it down low to Buckles. Buckles back in the corner to Chambers. Chambers tied up deep in the left corner. He'll go to Pate. Pate driving, and he's got pressure, and that's exactly right. On the dribble drive, he beat his man down into the bucket, and he got a shove from behind on a low shove. And let's see, they'll call that one on Swift. That's his first foul of the ball game. Second foul. Cyclone possession, baseline left Chambers. Chambers lobs into Bailey. Bailey at 6'8", just throw it into the big guy. He'll bring it back out and give it to Chambers. Chambers to the foul line. Chambers will throw it back up top to Pate. Man, a lot of contact inside. They're letting him beat and bang. Pate will back it back out. Pate, 1:15 to go, third quarter, up 4. Pate follow a jump shot, left it short, skimmed off the rim, rebound Miller. Miller will give it off to Howard. Here he comes to the right-hand dribble. Into the front court, Braden Howard to the foul line, and he palmed up. That's exactly right. He sure did. You see a lot more of that being called this year, palming the basketball.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. You know, you see it a lot. We see it a lot more than it's called. But to your point, it is being called more this season than I think we've seen in the past several seasons. A lot of times the officials of TWSAA have what's called a point of emphasis at the beginning of the season. Usually it's a poster they mail to the school. Let the coaches know, hey, we're going to be watching this. That could be one of them. I don't know, but you're right. They're calling it a little bit more often.
Cyclone possession on the turnover. Got it into the front court. 55 to go, third quarter, up 4. Howard picked his pocket and stole it. Howard driving. Howard puts it up and in. That's twice he's done that. Howard's got 13. Chambers to the basketball. Across the timeline, has a stolen away. Swift's got it. Swift puts up the floater. Tennessee High good. Cannon Swift back-to-back baskets. They've tied it up at 39. Our third tie of the ball game. 34 seconds to go. Had a ball handling miscue. They took advantage of it and scored on us. Tie game, Pate. And a blocking foul, I think, on number 10. Let's see. He tried to split the defenders. Howard was there. Yep, number 10 is the guilty party. That'll be Austin Thomas is checked in. Let's set the lineups. Thomas will go out. In comes Poole, Howard, Swift, Blevins, and Miller. Cyclones have Chambers inbounding the side court. He'll go to Armstrong, who's checked in. Back to Chambers. Chambers along with Pate, Buckles, and Whitehead to 5 on the floor. Whitehead right side of the floor, inside Buckles. Buckles left side, Pate. Pate back up top to Chambers. Touch pass right side, Whitehead. 11 seconds in the period. We're tied at 39, third quarter.
A little zone right here. Let's get a shot.
Chambers against the zone, Pate. The Buckles to Chambers for a 3.
Yes,
fouled.
sir.
He got fouled. Buckles at the foul line. They fed it to him. Jackson back to the basket, threw it right back top of the key to Chambers, who jacked it 3 and got knocked to the deck. Inadvertently trying to block the shot. It was not intentional, but it's a foul. We'll shoot 3. So when I say knocked to the deck, he was trying to block the shot. Foul's going to be on Poole. And free throws, Evan Chambers to shoot 3 with 1.8 to go in the third, and a tie, 39-39 ball game. Chambers eyes the mark. First shot, rims out. He'll get one more.
End quarters are a lot like halftime of a football game, Tommy. Look over there in possession arrows in Tennessee High's favor. So right there, you really want to execute and get a good look, which we did, and gets Evan to the line. They're making the second of 3. But get an opportunity to get a good shot, get a quality, clean look, or get some points on the board before we come out in the fourth quarter and Tennessee High takes possession is really key. So great job, great execution against that zone by the Cyclones.
Chambers, one more shot. He's made 1. Missed that one. Rebounded Miller. Miller baseball pass the other end. Threw it right to Whitehead. Three-quarter court, another end. So no damage done. We go to the fourth. It's a dandy. Come back with us. Your Cyclones lead 40-39 after 3. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone basketball.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
.40-39 Cyclones, fourth quarter. Tennessee High possession. Hang on. It's a good one here. And, of course, it's obviously the one-point game is anybody's game. Cyclones defending. Up top, Miller foul line. Foul line guarded by Bailey. Right of the block, kicks it to Howard. Howard right side of the floor. Howard will launch a 3. Skims off the rim. Backside board. Buckles does it again on the rebound. Kicks it out to Bailey. Stepping in the passing lane and intercepting it. Howard to Blevins. Blevins foul line. Blevins has a knock loose, thrown away. Pate's got the steal. Hudson driving. Hudson puts up the shot, blocked out of there by Miller. Miller will block it out, picked up Swift. Swift driving for Tennessee High, leaves it to Howard. Howard for a three, not there. Rebounded. Bailey's got the board for the Cyclones. Nathan, man, we've owned the boards tonight. We got to make that capitalize. We can make that be the difference in this ball game because we've owned the boards. Chambers with it up top. We lead by 1 in the fourth quarter. Chambers right side of the block, pulls up the jump shot. Not there on the follow-away jump from 12. Wanted a foul. Got some pretty good contact. No call. Picked up Howard. Howard with the basketball. Down the right corner to Thomas. Thomas cutting down the paint to Miller. He lost the handle out of bounds. Should be. And is. Doc, Cyclone basketball.
Pressure on misses, Tom, giving us just a little bit of trouble. You know, Mike McMean's doing a good job just making some adjustments, but extending the floor defensively and even some full court pressure, not just on makes, but on misses. And so our outlet passes have got to be clean and crisp and minimize on those turnovers, especially late in the game here in the fourth quarter.
Cyclones, 1 point lead, Pate, three-quarter court, dogged by Thomas now. Hudson in the front court to Buckles, along with Chambers and Whitehead and Bailey, the starters. Down the paint, Chambers leaves it back top to Bailey. Bailey back to Pate, guarded man by Thomas. Pate to the foul line. Hudson jump shot, not there, comes out hard. Hudson's got 2 points in the game, averaging 14 coming in. Right side, Howard. Howard with it up top. 40-39 Betsy, 6:21 to play. Clock moving, obviously. Howard with it up top. Tuesday night, we're home against Unicoi County, senior night. Left of the block, Howard to Miller. Miller goes up strong and gets picture poison, either fouled by Bailey or Whitehead in the double team. He'll go to the stripe with the clock stop. It will be on Nathan Bailey, the foul, his second. Free throws by Reed Miller. Miller will shoot a pair. He has 9 points in the ball game and 10 points in the game.
I think I jinxed us because right after the third quarter ended, I wrote down that Reed Miller only had 9 points. Now, not 9 points, he's earned them, but you know, at our place, he had twice that off of a lot of other different things like offensive rebounds and stuff. We've done a good job keeping him in check, and that was a great move by him and a good foul. But we've done a really good job, I'll say, keeping Reed in check for this game because he's a difference maker, and keeping him around double digits just like we have so far is part of the game plan, I'm sure.
They make them both. They take the lead 41-40. Miller comes in averaging 17 points and 10 boards a game. Inside of Chambers. Chambers back to the basket in the paint. Evan will try and put it up, and whistle and a trip and a foul. As he posted up with his high knee to the basket, and Blevins, I believe, got him. No check. They're going to call on Austin Thomas. Thomas will pick up the foul, his second. Chambers went to the deck. He bounces back up. He'll inbound a baseline left. Cyclones down 1, 6 to play. Buckles up top to Whitehead. Whitehead back to Pate. Pate, left side, Chambers. Chambers guarded by Thomas. Evan will go around a screen set by Buckles. Can't get free for the shot. Bounces back to the give and go to Buckles, and stepping in the passing lane, Miller, and stole the basketball. Up top to Howard. Howard with it. Howard on the floater. Got it. Howard scores. And Howard's starting to warm up a little bit. He's got 15. Cyclones down 3, fourth quarter. Whistle and a reach and a foul on Cannon Swift. Bounced the ball down in the corner to Whitehead, trying to reach over his shoulder and kind of flick it loose, and loose ball foul on Swift. That's his second. Or check, that's his third foul. He's in foul trouble. Baseline right, Chambers. We're down 3, fourth quarter. In the corner to Bailey. 43-40 Tennessee High. 5:23 to play, and now a whistle and a timeout, Cyclones. So we'll keep it right here. 43-40, 5:22 to play. Doc, go to each huddle. Start Tennessee High. What's Michael McMean's telling his kids?
That's a good question. I'm not quite sure yet. I think it obviously, you know, they've made a little bit of a run here to take a 3-point lead, but some of that's been, you know, just a few mistakes on our behalf. But you know, they're doing their job by obviously running the floor, picking up rebounds. I keep going back to it, but it's really been a key. It was a key statistic in the last time we played them, and that, you know, they really dominated the offensive glass, and they haven't been able to get that kind of production tonight. So they've had to lean on some other things, like, you know, Miller taking the ball to the basket, Howard doing a good job breaking us down defensively, but Hudson's done a great job too, staying in front of him. He's made some tough shots, and we forced them to do that, which, you know, it's still a basketball game. It's a 3-point game with 5 minutes to go. It's anybody's game, but, you know, and with Coach Honeycutt there calling a timeout, just probably wanting to rally the troops a little bit, talk about execution a little bit, because we've had some really good offensive possessions where we've shared the ball. We've forced them to guard us. You know, it's having a good defensive possession and finishing it with the block out, rotating, doing all the things that you need to do every possession. It's hard to do. And so offensively, the more you move the ball, the more you share the ball, the more pressure you put on the defense. And so whatever the call is here, it's got to be about clean execution and getting a good clean look at the basket.
Cyclone possession, 43-40. Cyclones trail. Cyclone basketball, 5:19 to play. We're down 43-40. Chambers with it up top. Chambers around a double screen, can't get the shot. Chambers will work to the left side of the floor against Miller to mismatch their favor. Up top to Whitehead. We got to mismatch our favor with Justin. Bounces back to Chambers. Chambers on the left side of the floor and knocked loose by Blevins, who's out of bounds. We'll keep it. Side court. So possession. Chambers inbounds it to Hudson Pate. One of our injured Cyclones, Bryson Blevins, is here tonight watching the game.
I saw him over in the corner.
Down in the corner,
Good
him
to
and
see
Whitney, yep. Team player. Pate down low, fed it to Buckles off the hand of Miller. Will keep the basketball. Pate had penetrated, kicked it right baseline to Buckles. Miller got his big paw on it, knocked it out of bounds. We'll keep it. Baseline left. We're down 3. 4:50 to play in the game. In the corner to Whitehead to tie it up. Not there on a double C3. Rebounded out of there will be Braden Howard. Howard will bring it up the floor. Howard, 43-40 Tennessee High. Big possession. We've got to stop them. 4:40 to play in the ball game. Loads of time, but they have taken, for the moment, a little bit of mojo from us. Up top, Howard. Howard has a knock loose. That's how you do it. Picked up Pate. Picked up Buckles. Buckles to Chambers. Chambers driving. Can't get the shot. Draws the fouls. He goes down hard. Over to help him up, Blevins. Nice sportsmanship, Russell. And so Pate flicked it loose. Buckles picked it up, flipped it to Chambers. Off to the races we go. Chambers with the stripe. He'll go to the free throw line. Evans been there now. 3 times and made 1. So he'll shoot 2 here. He's got 11 points in the game. He's got 11 points in the game. So Cyclones free throws, they were perfect in the first half, 2 for 2. Been there 4 times. Here in the second half, we made 1. One more shot, Chambers. We're down 3. 4:27 to go in the game. Made that one.
Attaboy.
He's got 12 points, averaging 16 coming in. 43-41 Tennessee High. As Doc said, anybody's game. 4:19 to go. From Viking Hall in Bristol. Tuesday night back home, Unicoi County in town with their outstanding scorer, Jackson Simmons. All-time leading scorer, Unicoi County basketball will be in there. On the dribble drive from the right wing down the paint, Howard fouled Cyclones. Let's see who got it. Should be in his. Yep, it's on Whitehead. That's his first of the ball game. Team foul number 2. Baseline right, possession, Tennessee High. To Miller up top. Cyclones and a man. Bailey out there on him. A couple of big ones. Miller to the foul line. Down the paint, puts up the shot. Great defense, Bailey, to make him miss that shot with the left hand. Picked up Nathan on the rebound. Bailey goes down to the corner to Pate. Pate for a 3, get in there, not there. Rebound, Whitehead picks it up in the paint, come off the rim. He'll get it, shoot for 3, in and out. Rebound, Miller. That one went down on the cylinder and kicked out. Great hustle by Whitehead to keep that play going, and the missed 3 by Pate out of the corner. Came out in the middle of the paint on a ricochet, and he picked it up and kept it going. Still down 2, 3:33 to play in the game. Howard, left side of the floor for Tennessee High.
Good help.
Howard working against Pate. Left of the block, good defense. Forces a shot and made it. Off-balance shot. He can play. He's got 17. Gives him a 4-point lead at 3:15 to go. 45-41 Tennessee High. Pate, right side Chambers. Up top, Buckles. Buckles goes up top to Chambers. Chambers with the basketball. Chambers around a screen. Driving, Chambers back to Buckles, the screen man. Top of the key, Bailey for a double C3. Not there. Rebounded Swift. Swift will push it 3/4 court to the point man, Howard. Howard will be picked up half court by Pate. We're down 4. 2:48 to play in the game. 45-41 Tennessee High. Low scoring affair. Howard had 62. We had 53 at our place, so probably don't get to that point, but 2.5 to go here. Both teams in the 40s, and a foul. Miller up top, tried to advance the Doc and fouled by Bailey, and that'll be Nathan's 3rd. 2:34 to play. We're down 4, 45-41. Side court possession, Tennessee High Swift up top to Thomas. Thomas for the Vikings. He'll go left side to Blevins. Blevins guarded by Buckles. The right hand to the foul line, throws up when he walked the cut.
Yep. Sure did.
He big old extra step on that. They call it a crow step. That was a condor step. Wasn't no crow in that one.
That's a key turnover, too. We needed that. A great defensive possession by the Cyclones.
Yep.
Now let's get a bucket.
Got to have a bucket. We're down 4 with 2:20 to play. Got to have this basket here. Let's see what we can do. Got to have points. Pate with it up top. We're down 4. Pate left wing. Head fake, puts up the shot, and a foul.
Home crowd didn't like that one.
No. Pate got to the left wing to the head fake. He bit on the fake Howard, and they say all ball. The fans did. Official said foul, and Pate will shoot free throws. Hudson, averaging 14, has been held to 2 points way back in the first quarter, but as Doc said, and we said, it's been a great floor game by Pate. But he has a chance to cut into this deficit, and he does. Front of the rim, back rim, falls in point. Cyclones have cut it to 3 with 2:13 to go. Hudson Pate at the free throw line on the season shoots at 77%. He made them both.
Attaboy.
And a timeout on the floor. 30-second break. We'll keep it here. Cyclones have cut it to 2. Anybody's game. 2:13 to go in the ball game. What's Lucas Honeycutt telling our kids, Doc?
Well, I think defensively with 2 minutes to go, you're definitely not in a situation right now where you got a foul, but you got to turn the tempo up. They don't have a hard time putting the ball on the deck and getting to the rim. You don't have to put a whole lot of pressure on them to do that, but you got to wonder if Tennessee High and when they'll get to that point where they say, we're up 2, we're up 1, we're up 3, whatever the case may be. We got to take our time and turn the floor over and try to get a really good shot. So it's kind of a weird place to be. You got a 2-point lead with 2 minutes to go if you're Tennessee High. Do you continue to attack? I think so. But if you start holding the ball now, you can get a little bit stale. But from the Cyclones' point of view and Coach Honeycutt, I'm sure, it's all about getting the defensive stop. You gotta contest every shot. You got to contest every pass and put a ton of pressure on them. And the key is what's kept us in the game and kept us in the spot we're in is you got to rebound. Whatever happens, they're going to get a shot up. You got to go get it and give them one crack at it.
Here we go. Tennessee High possession. 2:08 to go. We're down 2. Hang on. Orange and black comeback. We need 2 to tie.
Oh, a little 1-3-1.
Up top, Howard. Howard circles back up top. Yep, Coach Honeycutt switched to 1-3-1 here with Bailey at 6'8" out on the point.
Yeah.
Guarding the point guard. To Swift. Across the middle is Buckles, Whitehead, and Chambers. Down low is Pate. Miller, right of the block. Inside, he's triple teamed. Back to Swift. Swift down the paint, throws one up, and doesn't go. Rebound, Blevins got it for Tennessee High. He'll go back to Howard. 1:35 to play. Missed that runner, and we got the ball. But they got it back. Howard with it, down the paint, puts up the floater, got it in a foul. Howard went up. Great athletic move by Howard, who kissed it off the glass, and the runner down the paint from the left side of the bucket and draws a foul. He'll go to the free throw line. He's got 19. Fouls on Whitehead. That's his second, 14 foul. Howard for a three-point play. Puts him up by 4. Puts him up by 5. Nope. Off the rim, skims off. Rebound Bailey. Bailey to Pate.
Let's go.
Pate will push it. We're down 4 with 1:24 to play. Pate down to the corner. Hudson runs the baseline. Puts up the shot. Pate. Good
shot.
On the paint. On the runner. Left baseline. Went up and double teamed in traffic. Cuts it to 2. 1:13 to play. We're down 47-45. Blevins in the front court to Miller. Miller down to the left corner. Shot taken, but Thomas got it. He gambled, and Thomas buries the 3. His first point of the game, Boston Thomas. Puts him by 5 with 55 to play. Pate has a double team stripped by Howard. Howard picked him. Braden Howard driving. Howard puts up the shot. No, kicks in the corner, and it goes out of bounds. Who's basketball? Howard went down through the paint against our defense and stumbled and fell. They say it's going to be last touch us, timeout Tennessee High. Full timeout. We'll be right. Nope, we'll keep it here. 51 seconds to go. We're down 5. Their possession. Got to get the ball, Doc. It's pretty simple. Get some shots up.
Yeah, we got 14 fouls, too. We talk about this every time we get in this point in the game, with the rule changes and you get to 5 team fouls. Now you're putting somebody on the line. So inside a minute with a 5-point deficit, you got to start asking yourself, you go for a tie ball, maybe a trap. We came out of that timeout in a 1-3-1, which we hadn't shown that hand the whole game. So it was, Tennessee High had a couple little loopy passes. We almost got some hands on them. They got the shot, got the offensive rebound, which created a little bit of points. But on a baseline out of bounds, things are looking a little bit different. Do you do zone? Do you go man? Do you trap the first pass? You go for the ball? But you don't have a whole lot of time to kill. It's still a 2-possession game with 50 seconds to go. So either way, you got to make it hard on the entry pass. Whenever the first pass comes in, we got to find a way to either get a turnover, get a tie-up, or luckily for us, we've got 14 fouls. So the next time we foul, we're going to put them on the line and stop the clock and give us a chance to get the ball back. So I don't know which one of those is going to work, but either of the three would work. Turnover would be the most optimal, so let's see if we can get one.
51 seconds to play. We're down by 5, 50-45. Possession, Tennessee High baseline left Howard. Howard looking inside, coming down the paint. Swift put it up and in. Swift came down, fed him, and scores. Swift puts him up by 7 with 44 to play. Backs to the wall. Here we go. Orange and black comeback. Weaving through traffic. Howard's not letting him get in the front court. Taking a valuable time. Pate to Bailey. Bailey back to Pate. Pate for a 3. Not there. Down the corner, Buckles. 30 seconds to go. We're down 7. Buckles to Chambers. Chambers up top. Chambers has a knock loose by Thomas, and it'll be Tennessee High basketball. 25 to go. We're down 7. Chambers inbounding a backcourt to Bailey. We got to get shots up, boys. We're down 7. You'll go to Pate. Pate will launch at 3. Here we go.
There.
Not there. Rebound Chambers. Chambers has got it. Puts up a 2-point shot. Not there. Rebound Miller. And a foul. Whitehead. And Tennessee High is in good position here. Up 7 with 13 to play. Whitehead will get the foul. Justin will be called for his 3rd of the ball game. So Tennessee High down 1 after 3 has rallied here. They've outscored us here in the 4th quarter. 13-5 here in the 4th. And Miller to shoot. Reed Miller to the free throw line. He's got 11. He's got 11. Misses the first shot. 13.7 to go. We're down 7, 52-45. One more shot from Miller on the block defensively are Buckles and Bailey. We'll pick our Port Travis Deli players of the game tonight. Second shot, Miller got that one. It's a big shot. That puts them up by 8. The timeout on the floor, 13 seconds to go. 30-second break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Basketball.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabettoncoc.org.
$13 to go. Baseball pass. Chambers, three-quarter court, intercepted by Miller. That's going to do it. 10 seconds to go. Vikings driving Howard, fouled Pate. It'll be Hudson's second of the Cyclones, down 8 with 8 seconds to go here. And free throw line will be Braden Howard. Howard 6 at halftime, and he's come alive here in the second half. He has 13 second half points for Braden Howard with a chance to add some more to that.
You know what's going to be, Tom? A really good district tournament.
Oh, wide open district tournament.
It's going to be a great district tournament. It's hard. I mean, two good teams going at it tonight. Obviously, Tennessee High's got the edge and going to walk away with the win. But seeing all these conference teams play, we both have, and it's just, as always and as advertised, it's going to be a really good tournament. I think it's going to be anybody's shot to win that district crown and go to the region and make some noise.
Blevins intercepts the basketball for Tennessee on the inbound. That'll do it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Final score. Tennessee High makes it a sweep. Final score, Cyclones lose at 55-45. Cyclones fall to 4-2 in the league. They improved to 4-1 in the league. So you're right, 5-team tournament. Number 1 team gets a bye. Everybody else is going to be playing. It's wide slap open in that tournament coming up. But we've got 2 more conference games.
That's right.
At Boone
There's
and
a
at Crockett.
A lot of basketball left to play for everybody. Just proud of the way our team fought tonight. This is a tough place to win, tough place to shoot. I mean, it's just it's I won't say an odd environment, but Viking Hall is it's not your average high school gym, and Tennessee High gets to spend a lot of quality time practicing in a quality facility like this. So coming over here and winning is really hard to do. But our guys played really hard. Coaches coached hard, had a really good game plan. We go 6 deep, and so sometimes that's tough. I think depth becomes a little bit of a factor, probably did for both teams, and a little bit of fatigue late. But, at this point in the season, you still got to be happy with the way we played and the way we competed. We made really good adjustments from the first time around and rebounded the basketball really well. Gave us a chance to win inside 4 minutes, and that's all you can really ask for. So proud of the guys.
Final score, 55-45. We'll come back, recap scoring. We'll talk to our head coach, Lucas Honeycutt. You coming in, coming out, coming in. He's going to go talk to him first. And we'll pick our players of the game right after this from Bremen Sports Shop. Vikings win 55-45. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Back at Viking Hall, Tennessee High wins at 55-45. We're joined by our head coach, Lucas Honeycutt. Coach, your thoughts on this one tonight? 55-45, Tennessee High wins it.
You know, I think that I think fatigue had a lot to do with it. You know, we didn't play a lot of guys. That's probably something that I could have done a little bit better job of. You know, try to rotate some guys in there early. Thought we were playing pretty well, so just don't always want to mess with that, mess with our rhythm. I think second half it was offensively we didn't get in a rhythm. They got up after us, put hands on us. It was hard for us to find any really good driving lanes. The ball didn't move the way that we wanted it to, and that probably was the difference. Just a few, stops from them and us not being able to get some easy buckets. We got some easy ones first half. We didn't get any easy ones in the second half that I recall, and they did a good job on that. And I think that was the difference.
I think Doc said we held him to 5, but I thought Buckles was a good rebounding night, and I thought Bailey neutralized Reed Miller pretty good defensively.
He did, and they know each other pretty well. You know, they play AAU ball together, and that helps with, just knowing. I think they practice against each other, most of the summer. So, that's something different. Matchups have a lot to do with this stuff as well. Thought they did a pretty good job on the boards for the most part, but sometimes when we needed it most right there down the stretch. That one rebound, could have been this and that. And it's 10 points on the scoreboard, but that's free throws there towards the end as well. So I mean, we're a few possession games, so. One rebound here or there, or one made shot here or there, one less turnover. All those things can affect the outcome of the game, and we just didn't make enough plays to get it done tonight. And I still think this team can get it done, but they just didn't get it done tonight.
2 more conference games week after next at Crockett and at Boone. To me, the story of their team was Howard had 6 at halftime, had 15 in the second half, finishes with 21. They win by, as we said, 10 points. Sun comes up tomorrow. We'll be ready to go for Unicoi County on Tuesday night, senior night. Unicoi County bringing in their all-time leading scorer, Jackson Simmons, and then we'll have Westridge next Friday night. We go 2 Boone and 2 Crockett. No, 2 Crockett and 2 Boone on that following, and then the tournament starts next weekend. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Yep. At Sullivan East.
Sullivan East, yep.
We'll worry about that then. Let's go get them. We'll see you Tuesday night, senior night. Thanks for moving my car for me so I didn't get a ticket. Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.
You got it. Appreciate it very much. Again, let's run down the scoring before we get out of here. Again, Hudson Pate averaging 14, held to 6. Whitehead, 12 points. Evan Chambers, 12 points. Normally 16 points. So he had a little bit of an off night. 9 points for Nathan Bailey, but it's a lot of rebounds. Jackson Buckles averaging, 4 points a game? Let's see what Buckles averages coming in. Jackson Buckles, averaging 4 points a game, had 6 tonight, and a bunch of rebounds. He's our player of the game, he and Nathan Bailey. For Tennessee High, improves again to 4-1 of the league. 21 for Howard, 12 for Reed Miller. It's the 2 double-digit guys. 8 points tonight for Cannon Swift. 6 points tonight for Russell Blevins. 3 points tonight for Zayden Poole. 3 points tonight for Austin Thomas, and 2 points for Caden Terry. Again, Tennessee High goes to 4-1. The Lady Cyclones lose. Tennessee High wins that one, so it's a double-header sweep for the home team. And again, as Doc said, and he's exactly right, this district tournament's going to be a dandy. The number 1 seed, guys and girls, will get a bye. Right now it's Boone for the girls, and right now it's, gosh, I guess it's a log jam, really, as to who's going to be the number 1 team. But there's a lot of basketball left because of the weather and the cancellation. So top team will be getting the bye, and everybody else will play the opening nights at Sullivan East. And so that's a ways down the road, week after next to be exact, at Sullivan East. But tonight, Tennessee High prevails 55-45 on the boys' game, and the ladies lose by 8 tonight. Behind Tennessee High had Addie Wilhoit with 31 points tonight. And tonight for Tennessee High, they had 21 from Braden Howard. Riley May and Reagan May are players of the game for the ladies, and Nathan Bailey and Jackson Buckles are players of the game for the boys' game. Again, a big thanks to the Elizabethton community. We raised nearly $40,000 for the baseball team, so it's pretty awesome. That'll do it from here. We'll rejoin you again Monday on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. We'll be live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Our next basketball broadcast, a double dip, video and audio, Tuesday night for senior night at home against Unicoi County. For our director of schools, Richard Van Us, our principal who helped me tonight in game 2, Dr. John Midden, our athletic director, Joe Diaz, and our head coaches, that would be Lucas Andrews for the Lady Cyclones and Lucas Honeycutt for the guys. This is Tom Taylor saying, as always, bloom where you planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for listening to Elizabethton Cyclone basketball. Go back and like it and share it. Cyclones